We're back, boys, on a beautiful Wednesday. Welcome back to the show, boys. We're having a good ass time. We're going to have a spicy ass time tonight. We're holding nothing back. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now or heard by now for some odd reason, and I don't really know why. I'm going to be completely honest, and I think a lot of other people have said this as well. Why the living hell that Jeremy Hambly, TheQuartering, is threatening a lawsuit against me? Okay, and we're going to go through everything because there's just a lot of weird nonsense and stuff all intertangled. It's all like entangled. Everything he says is entangled. Claims that I personally, he mentions me, and then he says these people have been emailing my sponsors and getting them removed, and emailing all these people and sending people to directly harass his employees, which I guess he has employees. I don't know. He's implying that I did all those things. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, I just stream and laugh and call you fat. I don't understand how you think that's gonna win you a lawsuit, at least in this country anyway. I don't know if I forgot if the Constitution changed, but the First Amendment allows me to call you a fat cuck. It's written right in there. If you read the First Amendment, it says, freedom of speech and freedom to call Jeremy Hambly a fat cuck. It says it right there. If you go see the document. So it's in black and white, baby. It's in black and white. Okay. So that's ridiculous. So we're going to cover all of that and more. We're going to have a lot of fun. So let's get the hell on it, doggone it, and let's have some fun because we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Shout out to all the boys tonight that are hanging out in the chat for the beautiful show in the failed race car driver stream. This is Travis. What's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? John Ambler, Toronto's here. Trent Johnson, Sarah, Team Race, Suffer Horse is here. Big Mike, how you doing? Golden Times again. All the peeps on kick. Mr. Chainsaw, my God. All the bees. I see the bees coming, boys. I see the bees coming. Hell yeah. All right, boys. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Like the shows, post the bees. Let's have a little bit of fun and let's party with you boys. I like him low says, what's up, failed race car truck driver? What the fuck? Thank you, I like him low. I don't even know what you're saying, brother. I don't even know what he's saying. Story Fields, channel 404, Weather Girl says, well, if it isn't the defendant. How you doing? Travis Borbrick says, what car/truck number did you like the best? Oh, I don't even know. I didn't care about the number, brother. I just wanted to get in the some bitch and go fast. Redneck. I'm a redneck, man. I just wanted to hear it go vroom. That was my whole deal. Thank you, Travis. I love you, buddy. Trent Johnson says, all Camel wants to do is hang with the boys, lift weights, play video games, and go zoo. What the fuck's wrong with you, Jared? That's what I'm saying. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures, brother. Come on. Thank you, Trent. Stormy, again, says, as an expert in bird law, I'll work pro bono. There you go. We're actually good to go. We're good to go. We're covered now. Thank you. Renee Galarza, my boy. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Every single kicker super chat goes towards the future Jared lawsuit fund to protect myself from being swallowed up and eaten. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be a bull. I'm going to be honest. All right, boys. Let's have some fun tonight. First things first, we're going to pull up the video of him talking about this lawsuit and talking about his coffee company and all these things. And he keeps mentioning examples of what's going on in his life and the trolls that are going after them. And he mentions things that Luther Morgan is doing and things that, the casino is doing or things that Misty Mochi is doing or, things that they're doing where they're doing investigative journalism. And then he just says, oh, failed race car driver. And then he blames me for it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I am not any of these people. And even if I was, they're not doing anything that could even be remotely described in a defamation lawsuit to prove damages, brother. Okay, but at any rate, we're going to get into that. Thank you, Crazy Sharp. Look, it's my favorite failed race car driver. Oh, thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. Kara says, fun, isn't it? Isn't that where all dock like Apollo 13? What the hell? Isn't that where we all dock? Oh, yes. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Karis. Anime fan for you too. Do you think Jay resents the fact that his 400-pound frame can't fit in a race? He definitely couldn't fit into a race car. There's no way in hell he could ever squeeze in the window. You got to get in the window. All right. They're not going to saw the door off of you. I'm sorry. That's not a thing. It's against the rules. You got to get in that bitch normal. Okay. Normal. What's up, Savvy? How you doing? Savvy says it's so unfun. He did not block any of you, but he blocked me. He blocked my ass. He blocked my ass. That's for damn sure. Thank you, Misty Mochi. Says, I'm here for the emotional lawsuit support. Thank you, Misty Mochi. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to bring up the first video, guys. We're going to bring up the first video, and we're going to have some fun. So let's see what old Jer's talking about today. By the way, he also mentioned Yellow Flash for some reason. And then he also implied he's going to sue Yellow Flash for, I don't even know why. Yellow Flash hasn't even, I don't think he's even talked about him at all. But now Yellow Flash is, he is committing every Saturday to TheQuartering. Segments every Saturday on Flashcast to TheQuartering, which is beautiful. So he's going to go after him. He literally said, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. Right. And the quartering is at that portion of the law cowness, the law cow reality, where he's now jumping into lawfare to threaten to sue people for calling him fat or posting oranges in his chat. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at right now. Oh, you called me fat. I'm suing you. But at any rate, we're going to get into all the sauce. So let's go ahead and pull up the vlog and we'll converse over it and we'll see what's going on. On this vlog, by the way, the quartering, he has to approve you to comment on it. Is not surprising at all. So you have to be approved to comment on his vlog. He won't let anybody comment on it. You got to be approved. Now, people that are already approved, you know, that it used to be fans of his, you know, right? They unfortunately are slipping through the cracks and roasting him a little bit, but that's fine. Black Kane says you can't even drive a race car in a circle without crashing. Your parents or siblings behind planets think you're some sort of criminal master. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm either dumb or I'm smart. And I am definitely not smart. Thank you, King Alucard. You said you rated me. I did not see a raid pop up, but I appreciate you, brother. If you did, I love you. Thank you, man. All right, let's jump right into the sauce, boys. This entire vlog is him coping super hard. He's coping super hard about everything. And he's riding his little four-wheeler / golf cart around his property, pretending like he's doing some kind of work, which, I mean, I got to be completely honest with you. If you're doing yard work on the regular and you're outside all day on the regular, you're usually not 500 pounds and about to die at any moment, okay? So I would wager the reason why he filmed it specifically like that was to appear like he's like, dude, I'm out here doing man stuff. I'm out here doing manly, masculine things in my yard. You know what I'm saying? Like a man. Except anybody calls me fat, I start literally bawling like a little baby back bitch, right? He says on his videos, I don't even care when people call me fat on the internet. That's fine. Unless you go to his hidden replies on Twitter. And then a lot of them are calling him fat. And he's hiding the replies. He wouldn't want anybody else to see that reply calling him fat. Then they would know he's fat. What? It's as if we can't see. I see it with my eyeballs, brother. Okay, I see the fat. You can't escape it. It's there. It's in my freaking face. But at any rate, let's have some fun. We're officially live. Let's go. Let me quote tweet this bitch. Love now. Oop, all caps. All caps now. All right. Brutal Buckeye. No. Brutal Buckeye says his wife made him go outside and play so she could have time with the book. Damn, brother. Damn, brother. That's cold. It's cold-hearted, brother. It's cold-hearted. All right, boys. Get the hell on it and diggity dog on it. Appreciate you guys. Listen here, bung. All right, I don't sound like Kermit the Frog. You're a liar. You're a liar. Slander. Defamation. Right now. All right, boys. Let's get into the sauce. Shout out to all the boys. Appreciate you guys. I love you, and I appreciate you. All right, here we go. I just wanted to pull up my naked snake. We're already a 10th of the way to naked snake and super chats and kicks. Love you. Appreciate you. Shout out to the boys. Why does it say Karis 410? Come on, Colins. Come on, Colins. You got this. All right. All right, let's pull up the vlog. All right. Make sure you guys follow me on Kick just in case he strikes. Because, you know, I mean, Quartering's at that, he's at that part or that portion of the law cowdom that he's starting to just, I don't think he has anything to lose at this point. He's just striking people. He's threatening lawsuits now over calling him fat, which definitely will totally work, I promise. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, Golden Time says, why would Walmart do business with him? Well, I mean, Walmart's, it's definitely coming. I promise. It's definitely coming, right? Walmart's definitely coming. Don't worry about it. It's definitely going to happen. It's like the dragons in Game of Thrones. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. All right, here we go, boys.
Interesting for you. Let's get into it. 2 new ones every week. All right, for today's vlog, I'm hoping I got something a little interesting for you. We're going to go through the walking trails that we have here, do some choring, and we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess.
He's got his little selfie Ren Fair stick, you know. And people have asked me, why is he so mad at you specifically, Cody? I'm like, probably because I posted that Ren Fair clip from I think it was Reardon Still or something. And for some whatever reason, it went hyper viral on X. And everybody was tripping balls. And then he got banned from Ren Fair as a result. And what probably has sparked his anger in the last 2 weeks or week is he was planning on going to Ren Fair, and he thought he was going to get into Ren Fair regardless. And they probably were like, go fuck yourself. And then it threw him off the deep end. Right now he's actually pissed because he's actually seeing accountability. Look, I don't know about you, but if you go into a courtroom during a defamation case in Discovery and everybody is forced to watch the Ren Fair clips that are hours long, you're fucked, brother. There is not a person on this planet, with the exception of Jeremy, that thinks that was normal behavior. That is, and he said that. He said it was normal behavior in his response to my tweet. He was like, this is normal behavior. And I'm like, oh, really? Following people around, filming them, talking about their tits and their asses and how he wanted to fuck them in front of their children. Yeah, totally normal. Yeah, I do that all the time. Don't you, Jeff? We do that all the time. We go filming. What the fuck? It's normal, bro. Maybe for you. And that says actually way worse about you, brother, than anybody on the planet, you know? But I digress. Let's go.
My biggest lie that's been exposed by terminally online weirdos. And I guess I have to come clean. And, I hope that you all still will stick around afterwards.
All 8 people, they're going to stick around. By the way, terminally online weirdo right here. Terminally online. Got some gall calling people terminally online when you're literally terminally online, you know. Charitard says, I heard he faked being there with stock images. He did, yes. He posted, he implied he was there by posting images from 2024. And then Ren Fair actually made a statement through several emails that he has been notified he can't be there. They have his picture up, okay? They have his picture up at Ren Fair saying that he's not allowed there. That's wild, boys. That's wild. Oh, it's on, cats. It's on, baby.
Because it is a wild tale. It's a wild tale. So let's start by, we're going to go and start managing our trails. Get in my Kubota here.
God, he's such a humble bragger. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, because Ray-Ban's on, he's getting his Kubota, he's going to go tend his several thousands of acres because he's a gajillionaire. And also he's going to make it look like he's doing some yard work, right? You know, so we don't accidentally think that he's obese or anything, you know. It's fine. I wouldn't want anybody to think that, all right? Just ignore the evidence of your eyes and the evidence of your nose from the crazy smell emanating from his cheekies.
I don't have one of those fancy side-by-sides. Hopefully the audio isn't like super terrible. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a diesel Kubota.
Make sure to tell everybody about your fancy equipment that you use to drive your giant ass around your property. Okay, make sure to tell everybody what it is exactly so they can Google it and see how much it's worth, so he can prove how rich he is. Which it won't be long before he sells it, right?
All right, so let's see how bad the audio is here. We'll hope it'll be okay, serviceable. So the internet is very, very interested in my coffee business. Very interested. And I don't know why. There's really nothing that interesting about it. It's really not unique.
Yes. Pretending to not understand why anybody is angry, thus making discourse impossible. A very popular tactic of the people that Jeremy claims to be fighting against for the good of the fellow man, right? Of course. I can't imagine why anybody's pissed or wants to know anything about this company. Okay. It's not like it's been layered upon layered, juicy, dripping with lies every single step of the way, that he's been caught every single step of the way. And then when he gets caught, he's like, oh, of course. Of course I don't actually use K cups that are mine. Of course I don't. Why would you think that? I'm like, because you said it. You said it for 4 years or some shit. You begged your chat for $80,000 to buy a K cup machine. And then he finally admits he never bought the K cup machine. And I'm like, well, there you go. There you go. You told on yourself. You played yourself, right? That's why everybody's pissed, because every single time our boy gets pissed, he accidentally tells on himself and then proves one of the various theories right immediately. Okay? Immediately. So, K-Cup. Damn. K-Cup machine equals Cybertruck. Ooh. You ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. I tell you what, you are not lying.
I know there's a lot of people that think it's unique, think that it's, the only, that I run this business like, I don't know, something different than any normal.
I don't know. 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 Probably prepare. You could prepare your thoughts before going live. Intimidator says, considering how big Jeremy is, I'm sure there's a lot he can block. If you need a good reference, just take a look at Phantom GB's video. Oh, I've seen it. Thank you, Intimidator. I appreciate you, brother.
Normal business. And we're going to stop here at our first station here. Got to refill some bags. We have these. So we have walking trails that I mow everywhere for walking the dogs. And along the way, I have these little stations, these poop stations.
Okay, look, I don't know about you guys. This is kind of unrelated, but why have a poop station on your massive amount of land? Why didn't your dog just shit on the ground? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like, I understand in a public place where there's like no grass and there's like, let's say you're at an outdoor mall and everything's covered in cement and your dog shits on the cement. That makes sense. But like, why would you have poop bags on your own property? I don't know. It's weird, But that's just me, And it's kind of weird that it says in memory of Indy and then it has like a shit station. That's weird. Probably could have had a better memorial, not like memorialized by poop. That's weird. But okay, whatever.
And it's so friends and family that use the trails don't leave me little gifts. So I guess to start about the coffee stuff, I started the business probably 3 or 4 years ago, roughly, maybe 5. I don't know. I think 3 or 4. And it was something to, supplement my YouTube earnings, because the adpocalypse happened and, YouTube doesn't pay what it used to. It really hasn't paid the same for many years. And so many YouTubers, well, they had to diversify. They'd have to diversify their bonds. And
they don't actually. So this is something Jeremy says a lot that is completely false. But again, Jeremy thinks he's the god of all creation when it comes to content creation, because he had like 1 or 2 good years back in the day when he hopped on a trend early on and then kind of, I don't know, he didn't evolve. So he got locked into that. Okay. The thing is, people found out a few years ago that if you put up 5 to 10 videos a day, you just shit them out with 0 effort and 0 passion, YouTube rewarded you. They were pushing that shit everywhere because they saw that as being profitable. Well, they can push these videos. These people are putting out a metric fuck ton of videos. Well, that's not a thing anymore. Okay. Putting out 10 videos a day is not the thing anymore. All right. That's no longer where the algorithm wants you to go. It wants high quality, very long form content or shorts, which I don't really jump on the shorts too much anyways, but I digress. So he does that. And then also he was on YouTube during a time where, there was 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 people doing that. Now there are thousands of people doing what Jeremy does 1,000 times better than he could ever do it. So he's lost viewership for that reason. Why would anybody want to watch him when Tim Pool exists, right? Or anybody similar in the same kind of field? Like him or hate him, Tim Pool's getting 10, 15,000 concurrent on every stream. He's getting hundreds of thousands of views on some of his videos, right? You could turn on a Tim Pool stream and he's like, oh, hey, on the show today, we have this. And he just keeps talking. He's talking, opinion talk, bounce off of other people, opinion talk, fast, no dead air, right? Jeremy starts the show and he's like, weekend, Monday, anyways, weekend, how was, how was your weekend and stuff? I don't know, me and the wife got up to some stuff, anyways, the weather, it's hot and stuff. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's why, okay, the reason he lost the viewership is because people do it better than he does. It's a very, very easy thing to explain. Crazy Sharp says 52 years old, and I just put up 305 flat bench for the first time in 15 years. Hell yeah, Crazy Sharp. Congratulations, brother. I did 365 for like two today, and it broke me. Billy says every time I hear about him talking about the K-Cup machine, I think of boobs. What? It's also funny how YouTube awarded people like Jer who made slop, but now they're promoting low effort AI slop instead. Well, the issue with Jer is, again, he was one of the only people doing this back in the day. Now there's thousands of creators to choose from, right? That's just how these things work.
Coffee was, something that seemed like a lot of people were doing. And so what I found out was there's basically two methodologies that you could do this business. Now, I'm not going to call anybody out by name. I'm not going to put anyone on blast. But it's important that people understand the basics of what words mean. The people that feel like
he always presents everything he's talking about in the most condescending, pretentious way possible and talks down to everyone, including his audience, which is probably another reason why you lose viewership, right? Because he doesn't direct these things at individuals. He says you all are you guys. And the audience is sitting there watching and they're like, what do you mean, me? And he's like, you guys are just too stupid to understand like simple words like me. I'm smart, actually. I know complex words, and quantum physics and stuff.
I don't know. They've discovered something. Don't understand even the basics about business. It's embarrassing for them. Like these guys, these anime avatar, flailing YouTubers or, failed race car drivers and all this kind of stuff.
Hell yeah! Let's go! Got my ass. He got me again. Cody, you have to move your head more like Stevie Wonder when you do Jer, when you talk like him. Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm a bad friend. Thank you, Gator, for the 500 kicks. I appreciate you, brother. I love you. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. What's up, Lori? How you doing? He's mad he can't win the race car. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, it is kind of frustrating from his perspective, and I'll tell you why. Okay, and this isn't me being like a dickbag. I'm going to be honest here. From the quartering's perspective, he's garnered 2 million subs on YouTube. Now, from his perspective, that's like a really, really big deal. And it's the height of achievement, right? When in actuality, it's not. Like that your subscriber count means nothing on YouTube. Even YouTube considers it nothing, to be honest. But it means nothing, right? As long as you're getting people watching you, that's where your concern should be. If somebody's going to watch you and chooses to watch you and chooses to spend their valuable time watching you, that's what's important. Your sub amount doesn't mean anything. But Jeremy considers himself like the stature of like the president of the United States because he got 2 million subs a couple years ago on YouTube and lost all of his viewers, right? But he considers that a big deal. So when he sees anybody else doing things, he sees Flash losing a bunch of weight, riding, or he sees me like racing in NASCAR or something. He's, this is a failure. This is a failure because you haven't won every championship since you've been out there, right? It's all bullshit. And probably what it is he actually hasn't done anything. The only thing he's done is sat in front of a camera, got some money, and just gotten fatter and fatter and fatter as fuck as the decades went on. That is the extent of the achievement there. Fat, some money, which is dwindling. Not the fat, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So he sees me doing that. He sees me at the gym. You know, he sees me, you know, being in shape, relatively speaking. I did eat me some fried pickles last night. And that's probably what's pissing him off to no end. Because he doesn't have the self-control to even remotely lose weight or stop drinking for 2 seconds, right? His channel's flailing in every direction, and none of it's a positive direction. And he hasn't actually done anything, right? He hasn't actually done anything besides sit in front of the camera, right? So, at any rate,
they're really accidentally committing a horrible self-own in that they don't understand even the basics of a business. So first, the one way you can do it is drop shipping. This is one of the common critiques.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, he considers himself an absolute master of business. Like, unironically, a master of business. Like Jeff Bezos. He considers himself Jeff Bezos. He's he's probably the most narcissistic person I've ever seen in real life. And I've met a lot of people like this. You know what I'm saying? Sniff. You're younger and better looking. I'm not that much younger than Jeremy. That's the shocking part. You know what I'm saying? When I was in high school in 9th grade, Jeremy would have been like a senior. Okay? We're not that far apart. That's the shocking point here.
One of the dumbest criticisms of my business that's ever existed. So what is drop shipping? Drop shipping is very simple. There are companies all across this country, all across the world that sell a product, let you put your label on it, and then make some money. They make some money selling it to you. You make some money selling it to someone else. It's that simple. In the coffee world, there's probably 5 or 6 facilities in the United States that do this. You buy the coffee for maybe $7 a bag, $8 a bag. You sell it for 12, you make your $3. It's completely hands off. They handle all the customer service. They handle everything. That is a true drop ship. White label.
And what he's going to allude to here is he has individuals doing all of his stuff. It's totally not drop ship. Although everything he's doing is very similar to drop ship. Technically, in his eyes, it's not drop ship. Therefore, he's been telling the truth all along. That's kind of the gist of this whole coffee thing for him. Every time he's caught in some weird lie like the K-Cups, he's like, oh, of course I have people, drop shipping companies doing that for me. I would never be able to do that. Of course I have drop shipping companies making the bags for me. I could never do that. Of course I have drop shipping companies doing this as well. And in roasting, I can't do that. You know, I don't have the ability to do that. It's like, he's like, but I get to go on their website and pick the beans. Therefore, it's not drop ship. I have my own custom blends that say quartering balls, the tasty bull blend. Therefore, not drop ship. That's kind of what he gets into here, which is very interesting, right? But whatever. Somebody said, didn't he like tweet at Elon Musk at one point? Yeah. So when Elon Musk was purchasing Twitter, Jeremy tweeted at Elon Musk begging to volunteer to like run some portion of X because he's a master of business. This fucking giant fat motherfucker. You imagine that. I'm just going to tweet at the president. You should make me like secretary of muscles. I am an expert in muscles, sir. Yes. You'll definitely do this, right? He actually unironically probably thought that Elon Musk would say something. I wonder if this giant bearded obese man could totally handle all of this. Yes, for sure. Stormy Field says the tactic that Jared's using is a basic bitch move. Avoid naming names. That way the person can't confront you face to face. Well, I mean, like we heard from Lauren Southern, right? Is she confronted him about making a video shitting on him, or he made a video shitting on her for no reason because she thought they were friends, and she confronted him, and he basically just melted like a giant crybaby. Oh, you know how it is. It's tough out there. You know how it is. You know how it is. No, I don't fucking know how it is, actually. Okay? When I'm friends with somebody, all right, and I spend time with a person and we develop a relationship, and then with zero notice, you stab a freaking knife in my cheek. Yeah, I'm like, okay, that was weird. We're going to not talk to this person anymore. We're done with this person. We're moving on, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, it's all good. Yeah, just shit all over me. I love it. It's fun. I love it when the shit's on me, you know? Maverick Cuba, that plaque and dog dues bag setup is a definition of frivolous spending. Why not just give people a roll of bags? Yeah, or just let a dog shit on the ground. I don't know. What? It's like buying a 4-wheel drive truck that has a huge lift on it and mud tires and being scared to like go over a curb or like drive in a puddle. That's what that reminds me of.
Is not necessarily a bad thing. It still could be a high quality product. In fact, there's even like VPN softwares out there that are white labeled. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that NordVPN sells white label stuff. You know, all this kind of thing. It's a totally legitimate business model, and no criticism against anybody who does it, because generally when you're talking about like YouTuber coffee or whatever, people just want to support the creator and they don't really care that much about the coffee.
Yeah. This
was one avenue I explored. I explored very deeply. I know all the providers. I know who sells coffee to all your favorite YouTubers. But that's not my business model. In fact,
he would never do such a thing. He does more than all these other people. He's much better, much more professional, much more efficient, right?
You know, these failed investigators out like in Missouri and who think that they know anything. I've actually white labeled my product to other YouTubers. Now, could you imagine if my business was drop shipping? How could I do that? Well, it's because my business is not drop shipping. There's another aspect to the coffee business. That is, you could build your own, you know, you could.
I like how he over and over and over and over and over again says, my business is not drop ship. And everybody's just like, okay, prove it. And he's like, no, my proof is me saying it. And I'm like, well, good luck, brother, because this is the internet, man. This is the internet, dude.
Have the coffee roaster in your garage. You could do, and there are people that do that, you know, but nearly everybody that starts out the way I started out. In fact, Black Rifle Coffee started out exactly the same way. Use the exact same facilities that I did in many cases. It's how you start a business. So you find a facility that roasts coffee and you say, I'd like to buy coffee at wholesale. And they say, we would like to sell you that coffee at wholesale. So when it comes to me purchasing coffee, I look at the green prices on the market. It's a futures market, so you buy many months in advance. And it's complicated. It's some level of guesswork where you have to understand what your volume is going to be.
Yeah, Suffer Horse brings up a great point. He's just dancing and bullshitting around the point he's trying to make. Right. Nothing ever really makes sense. It's almost like word salad for 20 minutes. And I don't know if he's intending on doing that, but he can't really string thoughts together to make any coherent sense. So everybody's like, what the hell are you saying? Right. And then he'll say something which is the complete opposite of what he said like a year ago. And people will be like, wait a second, you said something different a year ago. And then he just deletes that old stream or video and pretends like it didn't happen. And I'm like, okay, well, that's probably why people think you're lying, dude. You know what I'm saying? People probably think you're lying when you just delete videos and don't say anything. Right?
But anyway, I digress. So, first of all, this idea that a coffee company is dropship is complete nonsense.
Well, here we go. All right, here we go. So let's explain how it's not.
People who don't understand what dropshipping is think because I'm not picking the beans and I'm not roasting them in my garage, that it's somehow dropship.
He has said over and over and over that he roasts his own beans. So you don't roast your own beans, right? And this is my point. This is exactly my point. There's so many videos of him saying, I roast my own beans. I do my own thing. I do this. I have my facility that does this, and I do this. And then he's like, oh, of course I don't roast my own beans. Of course I don't have a facility doing this. Of course I don't have a K-Cup machine, even though I said I was going to buy one for the donations given. Of course I don't have any of this stuff. It's like, but that's the point is you said you did. And then people go back and they look for the live stream of the video where he claims that, and it's suspiciously deleted. Luckily, the transcript still exists, so people can still pull it up. But I'm like, just because you delete something off the internet doesn't mean it doesn't exist anymore, right? And that's why when he goes on his fireball nights and he like drinks a lot of fireballs, he goes on X and starts spamming post on X. He's like spamming post all day on X, tripping balls, and then he just deletes all of them. And then he's like, haha, it didn't even happen. And I'm like, bro, you can hit print screen on your keyboard. Did you know that? You're fucked, right?
People who say that are dumb. Of course, I use a roastery to roast my beans. Of course. The difference is between dropship coffee and say.
So he doesn't roast his own beans. He uses another company to roast his beans. Okay, well, he's been saying forever that he roasts his own beans. So there you go, right? And that's the issue. It's when people like Luther Morgan are like, where's your factory? You say you roast your own beans. Where is it? And he's like, and then he keeps saying he roasts his own beans. And then finally he makes a video saying, of course I don't roast my own beans. And I'm like, what the fuck? But you've been saying for years that you have. And that's where the issue lies. Okay. You've been claiming you have for years, right? That's like me saying I have a 9-inch penis. And then everybody's like, prove it, for years. And I'm like, no. And then finally, like, I just released a video. Of course I don't have a 9-inch penis. Why would anybody think that? They're like, but Cody, you've been saying it for years. I'm like, yeah, go find a video. And they're like, all the videos have been deleted, Cody, about your penis. And I'm like, see, it didn't happen. I win. You lose. You lose.
My coffee is that you cannot get my specific flavors anywhere else because every one of them has been personally dialed in by me and the recipe is trademarked. Not necessarily trademarked, but it's
trademarked, but not really trademarked. I mean, it's just like it's on the bag. It's on the bag. So what he's saying here, and this is what I'm gathering from this, I don't know about you guys, but what it seems like to me is he picked certain flavors that were offered to him by whatever company is handling all this product, and he gets to choose them or have the opportunity to mix certain things, like when he's talking to him on the phone or through email, and they're like, all right, cool, here you go. And then he's like, based. And then that's the end of the whole production, right? And then his orders get transferred to whatever this place is, and they handle all of it. Kind of like a drop ship company, right? So he's holding on to the fact that he gets to choose the flavors. Therefore, it's his own company now, right? It's like me saying, hey, if you want to buy some Camelot merch, go to this website. Okay, it's my website. It says Camelot merch, so the website, right? They're custom designs made by me. Therefore, I own the entire t-shirt company. I handle all the t-shirts myself. I do the printing all myself. And you'd be like, Cody, you print all these shirts yourself? What? That's weird. Yeah, no shit, I don't. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But therefore, since I designed the t-shirt design, I own the whole company now. I actually own Teespring. Medieval Spawn with 10 gifted memberships on Kick. Let's give him a doobie-doobie. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh! Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Thank you, man. I appreciate that over on Kick. Thank you. Rocket Raccoon, I appreciate you, Kick, brother. I love you, dude. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Already a fifth of the way to Naked Snake and Super Chats and Kicks. I love you. Thank you. All the support goes directly to fighting Jeremy's giant body in court. Trying to dodge his rolls, slapping at me. His titties bouncing and shit.
I can't think of the right word, but it's exclusive to me. So you might see a blueberry crumble coffee and say,
So that's what he's saying. He's saying his flavors are exclusive to him. Therefore, he owns this entire company and every single part of production of the company because the flavor says blueberry crumble dingleberries directly from Jeremy's ass, right? So therefore, he owns the whole company. That's what he's saying. It's not drop ship because he has custom flavors. But guess who else has custom flavors? Tim Pool has custom flavors, right? Interesting. But he's also said, no shade to Tim Pool. I know he does it differently than I do. But he's also saying that the only thing that separates him from and is included in the production of him is him just picking flavors.
I gotcha. There's somebody that sells blue. I challenge people to buy it and then taste mine side by side and tell me if they taste the same, because they don't.
Imagine tasting the blueberry coffee and being like, damn, this tastes like this guy owns this company. Is that what we're supposed to interpret there? Let's see. Here's Blueberry from Java, and here's Blueberry from Jeremy's ass. Yeah, this one tastes like Jeremy owns the company. Case closed. Fuck. Let's go to court with that. We're gonna go to court. Hey, jury, taste this coffee. Taste it. Does it taste like that guy owns that company? Yeah, I guess. Like what? Doobie doobie doo. Thank you, Limit Break. Appreciate you, brother, for the $5 super chat. Maverick says, dog do is gross. I had friends who would let it pile up in their yard. I hate it. But he probably overspends on everything. I want to see his DoorDash account. Oh, I can't even imagine, brother. You know my man is paying $90 on Taco Bell every day. You know what I'm saying? Oof. Thank you, Maverick Cube. I appreciate you, brother.
I don't use the same beans. I choose the beans. I choose the flavors. I choose the flavor levels. Every flavor of coffee that I sell goes through about 15 to 20 taste tests from me and my wife to dial it in right. I choose the level that I want it roasted from my roast partner. It's very simple. It's how.
So is he unironically just changing the words of the people in the dropship operation to partner? It's not a drop. It's actually, they're my partner, actually. You see. Oh, yeah. I pick the beans. I don't pick them literally. I just select them in the little click screen. And then I select the flavors on a click screen. Therefore, I own the whole company and run everything. Case closed. Right? What it sounds like to me is he's slowly backing off of everything he's claimed previously. Very slowly backing off everything he's claimed previously. Right? So he can eventually get to the point where he's like, of course it's dropship. Why would you ever think it's not dropship? I think that's where this is going, right? It's going to eventually become, of course it's dropship. Why would you think it's not dropship? I've never said it's not dropship. He'll say that. It's coming to that point because it started out, Jeremy was with his own fucking hands, picking the beans, roasting it in his own facility that said Coffee Brand Coffee, a facility that he owned, a warehouse, and all the equipment. He said that that's what he had. That was his operation. They have they make the bags, they get everything, and they ship it directly from their warehouse, Jeremy's warehouse, to you. That's what he used to say. Now it's like, well, of course I don't roast it. Of course I don't make my own bags. Of course I don't have a K-Cup machine. Of course another company does that. Of course. I actually don't have any of the things I previously said. Why would you think that? Why would you think that? Oh, the video has been deleted where I talked about it. Yeah, ignore that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Right? And it's like, who cares? Just say it's dropship or just say you don't own any of the stuff you claimed and then be like, all right, cool, I'm done with it. Right? It doesn't seem like, why is it such a big deal? I don't know. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, does a viewer watching your channel that's purchasing your coffee actually give a fuck if it's made in your warehouse or if it's made somewhere else? As long as it's decent quality, right? I don't know. Billy Hatch says takes 3 months to admit it. Hell yeah, brother. Do you think people bought Bam's skateboards back in the day, the Element boards? Do you think they bought his skateboards under the impression that Bam owned the entire company that was making the skateboards? Or they were just printing his logo on it and people were buying them like hotcakes? What do you think? Do you think people, when they found out that Bam didn't actually own the company, even though he never claimed to, that they were pissed? No, they bought another one. Like, who cares?
How every major coffee company has started. Now, again, I want to point out, no disrespect to people who do dropship coffee. It's totally fine.
Oh, God, Jesus.
It's a totally...
Look, you see that? That was juicy.
No disrespect to people who do...
Look at his lip here.
...who dropship coffee.
He got some juice.
It's totally fine.
Oh, fuck. Bro.
It's a totally... Excuse me. It's a totally legitimate business model. But I do not... My coffee is simply not dropship by any definition. I work with partners. It's like people would act like it's a gotcha that I don't print my own coffee bags in my house. Well, you might be surprised to know that I buy my coffee bags from a partner.
Oh, wow. So we have transitioned, right? What's up, Ballard? We have transitioned from I make everything, I have my warehouse, to now he actually doesn't make anything. And he has partners that make it all for him and then ship it to the customers. And he has zero hands on it. It seems like to me what he's explaining here is his entire involvement in all of this is promoting it. similar to people that do drop ship. And not only that, is apparently the company might send him some samples to confirm a flavor that he wants. Almost like when you make a new t-shirt design, you can order samples at cost and they'll send them to you and then you can finalize them. If you've ever ran a merch store on anything ever, you can do that on a merch store. Or you used to could. I don't know about now, but back in the day, you could order samples and they would send these samples of t-shirts or hats to your door. You would make sure they're cool, they printed good, and then you would give the thumbs up, and then you would start selling these from your merch store. Sounds almost identical to that. Where's the extra work other than promoting it? Greg Dovier says he got so pissed when Tim started selling his own coffee. Yeah, he wanted to be Tim. He wanted to be Tim real bad. Unfortunately, when he goes live on YouTube, he only gets 200 people and Tim gets 15,000. So rest in peace. Rest in peace, yo. I tell you what. Rest in the pieces. All right. Billy 15. I'm just gonna fuck up Billy's name on purpose. It's funny. All right, there. All right.
A partner roasts my beans. A partner does a lot of things. My graphics, right? I outsource my graphics. Well, he's really an employee that does that, but I don't understand why the internet has glommed onto this the way it does, but trying to understand the internet is stupid. No one should ever do that. But it is.
Yeah, interesting. So I don't understand why people have, grabbed onto this idea so hard. And it's probably because every time there's a statement made about this, the new rhetoric is completely the opposite of what he has previously said. Right? That's where the issue is. Okay? It has gotten so convoluted with nonsense that no one knows what the hell's going on. Right? Misty Mochi says, so your graphic designer is a partner, a contractor, or an employee? Exactly. He just says things. And then people obviously, like when freaking Andy or PPP hear that he has a partner over here, they're like, oh, okay, so Jeremy has this partner. And then 2 weeks later, Jeremy's like, no, I don't. I don't have a partner. I just know a guy. But it's like, Jeremy, you said you had a partner. And he's like, no, I never said that. Right? He's just so loose with what he says. He's so loose. Oh my God, Ballard, you're killing me, brother. You're killing me. Maverick says, who is buying coffee from content creators? You buy it to support the creator. The coffee is just a novelty item. I wouldn't even open it. Yeah, exactly. And he's claiming that, oh, well, I don't want that business. I don't want a business where it's a content creator's coffee. I want it to be actual coffee, like an actual corporate coffee company that I run. But if that were true, he wouldn't be slinging ads for it every 35 seconds on his live streams with totally legit 4,000 people watching, right? Right? It's literally tied to his brand. I mean, he had a discount code on his website at one point that said Keffels. It was like Keffels Groom, like code Keffels Groom. Definitely doesn't want it to be related to social politics, social culture, the culture war, or a YouTuber or a content creator. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Maverick Cuba. Appreciate you, brother.
It's dumb. There's no there, as Dan Pongino famously said. The truth is, these people are dumb. And they don't like me. They don't want me to succeed. By the way, you can pick up some of my coffee at buycbc.com.
There's your ad for the coffee that is not attached to a content creator on a content creator's other channel. And he's saying that these people just don't like him, right? Yeah, that's what it is. The popular Simpsons meme where he's like, maybe it's me who is wrong. No, it's all of them who are wrong. Right? You have like 95% of people being like, bro, like, what the fuck you doing? And he's like, oh, all of you are wrong, actually. I am the smart one and I am right. Everyone else is just dumb. Which is quintessential when it comes to narcissistic behavior, right? Everybody else is wrong and I am right.
Takes you directly to our Amazon store. You can't get my flavors anywhere else. You can't get my roasts anywhere else.
And that is the entire rhetoric left. That's the last bastion, right? So the last bastion of the coffee company is his flavors are unique to him and his roast are unique to him. That is the only thing left. We no longer have a warehouse. We no longer have a roaster that is in his warehouse. We no longer have K-Cup machines that's in his warehouse. We no longer have baggers or shippers in his warehouse. We don't even have a warehouse anymore. All we have left now is, well, my flavors are custom. Just like Tim Pool, just like every other coffee company, they're custom flavors. So what's the difference now? My dropship company, or sorry, Freudian slip there, right? He's like, my company has custom flavors. It's not a dropship company. So does Black Rifle Coffee not have custom flavors? Does Tim Pool not have custom flavors? I'm pretty sure he does. I've seen the bags at his damn studio. So is that what defines a non-dropship company, is you have custom flavors? Because that's the only evidence we've been provided now. That's all that's left. My flavors are custom. Therefore, I own this whole ass company with a warehouse, but I might not actually totally. Right? If I bought a Timcast board, I wouldn't skate it. I'd display it and wrap it probably. Well, that's what you do. You buy like a, what is it, Alien Warehouse? Well, I used to have a bunch of skateboards back when I skateboarded. But then I was like, I can't do this because I'm old, and if I break my leg, I'm out for a year. Last Effects is Jared never drinks coffee on camera. He hates coffee and loves energy drinks, pills, and Fireball. Who drinks blueberry cobbler coffee? Liberal hipsters from 2010 that created cancel culture. Suffragette! Yes, very based indeed. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. All right. All right, let's continue. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all the support. Alien Workshop. Thank you, brother. I have an Alien Workshop board in my music studio just sitting in the corner. Tim and Zara says, I'd subscribe to £1 a month of Cody's own six-pack abs sweat naturally flavored ground coffee before bike. All right, brother, calm down. Okay? Calm down, brother. You're freaking me out. Although, $20 is $20, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you might argue, well, I can get Colombian beans from whatever. Sure, you can. Won't be exactly the same as mine.
Therefore, he's not a dropship company. Case closed. And
here's another big gotcha. So this past week, these morons. So I showed a shipping label by
everything he says is just dripping with sheer anger. Seething. These morons saw me totally accidentally share a label and dox people on stream, but they're the morons, not me. These morons. Brother, I'm going to be honest. The moron is probably the person that keeps accidentally sharing porn or accidentally sharing labels on their own stream live. That would probably be the moron. Okay.
Accident on my live stream. And what happened next was exactly what's been happening for the last year to every partner that's worked with me, because these people who are supposedly against life ruination and messing with people's money, they're all frauds and liars.
Keep in mind that Jeremy was the one that cast the first stone and get Kino Casino's channel removed, their clip channel on YouTube. He also said he was going to talk to the CEO of Kick to get them banned on Kick as well, taking all their money away and their editors' money away. He also striked 14 to 17 other channels in this whole time. But Jeremy also has the memory of a goldfish, right? The Jeremy from 15 minutes ago is a different person. It's not him, right? The Jeremy now is Jeremy. The Jeremy in 20 minutes from now or 20 minutes in the past isn't the same Jeremy. So when he says things like this, he's pretending like none of those things have ever happened. He would never do that. He would never message his what did he call it? A non-Jeet YouTube rep to get them banned and take everything they own. But that never happened because that was a different Jeremy, different person, not him, right? That's how Jeremy I'm glad you caught that Mind Campsite. You know the old meme. That's kind of like what I'm alluding to here. That's how Jeremy is, right? Is people are trying to ruin his life, right?
You know, failed race car drivers, failed.
He got me again.
Doobie doobie doo.
No.
Doobie doobie doo.
No.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. No, felt it again. Also, I have to point out here, He's implying that I'm doing all these things, by the way. Right? He's implying I do all these things. I'm the one that is personally calling sponsors, emailing sponsors, sending people to his partners. I don't even know who his partners are. I have no idea. I just watch Luther Morgan's videos to keep up with that shit. But apparently I'm the one directly responsible, therefore liable for a lawsuit. All I'll do is call him fat. Fine. I want to see the email, by the way. I would love to see the email from me to one of his sponsors trying to get them to remove him. Bro, I give two shits about that. That's a lot of work. I don't want to put a lot of work in. I'm tired. What the fuck?
My comic books aren't how I want them. They're all failures in life.
He's talking about Yellow Flash now, too. So he's also implying Yellow Flash is personally emailing people. And he's implying Yellow Flash is sending people to warehouses to harass people, apparently, because that's apparently happening. That's also what he's saying, right?
And they think they want everyone else to fail. It's the crabs in a bucket kind of mentality. But I want to explain before I explain the big expose that.
So here, if that's the case, using that logic that everybody wants everybody to fail because of crabs in a bucket, which crabs in a bucket, the phrase does exist for a reason. Why is it that not every single YouTuber that has a coffee company or a merch store or anything to that nature, why are they not getting the same attention? If it's just crabs in a bucket mentality, they just don't like you specifically. Has nothing to do with all the rhetoric that you've spewed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to work, brother. Don't think it's going to work. Shout out again to Medieval Spawn, the top subber on Kick this month. Shout out. He finally dethroned Shadow. I appreciate you. Shadow's held it for 2 months now. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you all the super chats as well. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Happened. And then I've got a little tip later in the video to share that I think is pretty fun. Just some of what these people who just want the truth have been doing. They've been going through my garbage cans.
Keep in mind, I have to put this out there. You guys have to listen to the language here. He said me and Yellow Flash. Obviously, he didn't say us by name, but everybody knows who he's talking about, right? Okay, unless I missed the point where PPP and Andy started racing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But he mentions me, and then he mentions Yellow Flash, and then he says, these people are going through my garbage. Which is him implying that me, all the way down here in Alabama, is going through his garbage. Right? I've given him the slow blink, the double blink. Right? And he's implying Yellow Flash is going through his garbage? What are we talking about? I would love to see the camera footage of my dumb ass somehow up in Wisconsin going through your garbage. I don't think this is going to hold up in a court of law there, sir. Yeah, so the defamation case is Camelot's going through my garbage. Camelot's, he emailed people to get my sponsors removed. And they're going to be like, oh, wow, he personally did that? Oh, well, actually not him. It was just random people probably, but it was his fault, though. And they're going to be like, are you fucking retarded? You retarded, good sir? You might be retarded, sir. Speaking of retarded, Medieval Spawn just gifted 10 memberships on Kick.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Medieval Spawn. 20 gifted subs. My boy. My boy. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Insane support from my man over here. Medieval Spawn, which is also one of my favorite games of all time. Medieval on PlayStation 1. Based. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Maverick Cuba says, the best part about coffee is you don't need to flavor it. You can just buy creamer and flavor you want. Simple, dark, medium, light, decaf. There you go. Shout out to the boys. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
They've showed up at my partners' places of business.
Keep in mind, he said they. He mentions me, Yellow Flash, plural, 2 people. Follows it up with, they have been going through my garbage. He's implying, he's almost outright saying that me and Yellow Flash personally are going through his garbage. What the fuck are we talking about, boys? What are we talking about?
They've showed up at their businesses and harassed employees.
They again have showed up at their places of business. And he's referring to one person. Okay, even though he said me and Yellow Flash, he's referring to Misty Mochi going to Meta PCs and just asking if they had coffee and then leaving. That's what he's referring to. But he's only referring specifically to me and Flash for some reason, and then implying he's going to sue us. I don't know if that's going to work in court, suing me over Misty Mochi asking if somebody had coffee in Arizona. What does that have to do with me? And what she did wasn't even remotely illegal. What the hell are we talking about, brother?
They've called the FDA. Of course, the FDA laughed at them because
they called the FDA. Again, mentions me, then Yellow Flash, and says they called the FDA. When the fuck did I call the FDA? Can I hear that recorded call? Can I see the caller ID showing I did it and what time I did it? Because I don't remember calling the FDA. I remember laughing about hearing about that. But I'm pretty sure in America, you're allowed to laugh when somebody calls the FDA on quartering. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not legal and I somehow missed that, I mean, is he going to be suing thousands upon thousands of people? We have 600 people in this show right now. He's going to sue all of us? Ray Pittler says, surprised Jer didn't try to look into if it's possible to grift energy drinks or mixers. I mean, how many celebs do their own alcohol brands? Why show for a product you don't even like? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Probably because Jeremy has this infantile view of adulthood. And I think he was like, I can appeal to more people if I do coffee because adults like coffee. Grown people like coffee, right? He's like LARPing as like an adult. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to pretend like to think about what would sell well to adults because he actually doesn't know. He has no idea. I don't know how it would sell good. I don't know. Maybe coffee, right? Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you. Mike Middleton says, thank you. You have a lawsuit to file against him now. Yeah, Mike, that's exactly my point. I have more grounds for a defamation suit than Jeremy does. Jeremy is saying on camera that I am going through his garbage. He mentions two people. He says they. He doesn't say they're viewers, which isn't even true anyway. He doesn't say they're friends, their family. He says they. That's me. I'm the they, boy. I'm the they. I'm a they now. Okay? Me, Flash, they. That's two people. And said they are going through my trash. They are calling my sponsors. They are harassing people. I didn't do any of that shit. I've actually specifically said, I think last stream even, I said, I'm not for anybody going to harass him in person. I'm not in favor of that at all. I've never been in favor of that. That's weird. Just laugh at him on the internet. That's where it ends for me. Right? But apparently he has evidence that I have went through his trash. Now, of course, he'll say, if you ask him that, oh, I didn't say that. Right? He'll say, I didn't say that. I never would say that. Never go that way. Right? Countersue and tell him you want the tractor for the video. I will take the tractor, please. Yes.
Again, there's no there there. They've called local food companies or whatever. They have harassed my partners, the people that make my bags, the people that roast my beans, harassed them, showed up at their places of work.
Okay, interesting. Again, I never did any of those things, nor did I encourage anybody to do those things. But he's claiming or implying that I did these things personally, which we all know is not true, obviously. We understand that he's lumping everybody in together, okay? I don't want people to get a misconception here. He's lumping Luther Morgan, Misty Mochi, Rantman, Tebow, Don Florgandy, Goose, anybody tweeting about this shit. I mean, just throw everybody in there. The Keno Boys, Alyssa Clips. I mean, you name it. There's so many people talking about this and doing a better job than me. Let's be honest. And he's lumping all of those into one big fat ass ball that's not still as fat as him, and then saying it's me and Yellow Flash. What the fuck? What? Okay. I don't think that's going to hold up in a court of law either, sir. But whatever.
Why? I don't know. It's extremely weird.
Pretending to not understand, therefore making discourse impossible. Jeremy's most favorite tactic to use. Pretending to not understand anything, therefore making discourse impossible. Let's be honest, he roasting his own beans. I tell you what, brother. I mean, he's probably watching somebody roast them beans. You know what I'm saying? But all right. Weird. Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of things you could criticize me on. A lot. Okay. But this is like the dumbest thing, and they've really picked on it.
There are a lot of things you could criticize the quartering for, but guess what? He's still going to hide your post and delete your comment. He's still going to react the exact same way. So it seems like it doesn't actually matter. You know?
So when they say they care about the truth, and when they care, they just really want transparency. No, they don't. They want to harass people, emails, phone calls. I mean, I have security footage of these idiots showing up at one of our facilities.
He still has only mentioned 2 people, me and Flash, and says he has footage of these idiots, 2 people, me and Flash, coming to his facility. Now, obviously, we all know he's not actually saying that, but that's what his retarded brain is spitting out of his mouth, which is probably not what you should say here, because I didn't go to your facility, nor do I want to, nor would I encourage anybody to do so. I just laugh because he's fat. That's what I enjoy, is calling him fat. That's my favorite thing. Yellow Flash, same thing. He hasn't went to his facility either. So you probably shouldn't be saying this shit. Okay?
People say, Jeremy, why don't you just sue them? It's not worth it. These people have nothing. I can't take it from them, and there's no point. But
he says it's not worth it. By the way, later on in the video, he's gonna change his mind for some reason. Yes, Johnny, I am said failed race car driver. How you doing? Felt it again.
The fact of the matter is, my business model is very simple. There's really nothing complicated about it, but it's not drop ship. Simply not. Every other YouTuber that you're thinking of is drop shipping for the most part. But that's not what I do. I made the decision that I wanted to build a brand. It's the same reason I didn't call my coffee Liberal Tears Coffee or Coffee Coffee.
But he did have a discount code on his website called Keffel Groom, which definitely has nothing to do with the social war or anything. You know? When he wanted you to buy the Trump cookbook so he could fund his K-Cup machines that he totally, for some reason, totally bought, but then also never bought, by the way. He claimed he bought K-Cup machines, or a machine, on his credit card. He said it. He said this shit. And then the other day said he never bought a K-Cup machine because they're too expensive. So, yeah, he just straight up lied about that. And then he said, I don't know why anybody would think that. You fucking said it, though. Okay? What is happening? Cookbook. Oh! All right, sorry. Hobby, honestly, who the fuck would actually buy packs of caffeinated goods from this low-energy mumble-fumble bum? I'd rather buy the high-energy personalities. My man. Thank you, Hobby.
Or something stupid like that, because I wanted to build an actual brand. We're close to being into Walmart, and it's I don't know why they want to destroy this business. You know, we have employees, they're trying to ruin their lives, and it's pathetic. And the people that are viewing this and like partaking in this and acting like they just care about transparency, they're lying, because I see the emails from my partners when they're harassing them.
I would love to see these emails that he's implying that I'm sending, by the way. I would love to see these emails that he's claiming that I'm sending, implying that I'm sending. I got to put this out there, brother. Got to put this out there. I really, really do hope he sues me. Because that discovery would be really fun. Imagine being in a courtroom forcing everybody to watch the Ren Fair footage. That'd be pretty fun. Imagine the courtroom transcripts when he's like, I totally bought a K-Cup machine on a credit card, and then he says later he didn't. Which is exactly what everybody's been saying. So he would have to prove that not only the statement is false, he would have to prove malice and damages. But weirdly enough, he says his coffee company is doing record months every month. So where's the damages at? Because if you're bragging about being violently rich every day, I don't know if I believe these damages. I don't know if I believe these damages, and I don't know if I believe the malice, because you have to prove somebody lied on purpose with malice intent. Good luck, brother. The only person that's lied here is the person on the screen with a giant fat face claiming that I went through his garbage and sent emails to his sponsors and went to his partners in Arizona in person. Now, we know I didn't do that. Everybody here knows I didn't do that. But he's implying that for some reason. I don't know why. I would love to see that case in court where he's trying to prove all these things. Good luck. Black Kane, what is best in life? To felt your enemies and see them driven to bankruptcy before you and hear the eliminations of their coffee partners? Sorry, brother. I'm from Alabama. I can barely read. I'm sorry, Black Kane. I ruined it. I ruined it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I ruined it.
Forward them to me. I see the security footage when you idiots show up at our facilities. I see your YouTube videos when you're talking about going through my trash cans. All of this to do what exactly?
Wait, there's a YouTube video of somebody claiming they went through Jared's trash cans? I might have missed that one too.
Discover the truth? The facts of the matter is, this is a very dedicated group of people with nothing better to do, and I respect that. Hey, people get bored, right?
Hey, well, at least he respects it. Perfect. He respects it. It's all good. And I would assume he does, because he made over 200 videos about Brie Larson. How many videos have I made about Jeremy? I think like 5, maybe 4, 3. I don't know. So I would expect him to respect that.
All right, I'm going to check this other one now. People get bored. I understand that. Ugh. But there's nothing there. The level of harassment, and I'm talking about, like I said, showing up. I have you idiots on security cameras. Showing up and harassing some random employee of a neighboring business. Is that...
Again, he hasn't clarified his statements. He's still implying that me and Flash did this. He hasn't said, oh, well, I'm talking about their audience, or, oh, I'm talking about people they know that they instructed to do this. He's still not clarified that. He's still, for some reason, and I'm probably assuming by mistake, claiming that me and Flash are doing this to him personally.
Normal? How did you think that was going to go? It is just the dumbest, most, like, the biggest problem is the hypocrisy, to be honest with you. These people don't care about transparency. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about anything. They're not my customers. You know, they leave hundreds and hundreds of fake reviews on Amazon. That all end.
Is he claiming that I am also leaving hundreds of views on Amazon? I don't think I've ever left a review on Amazon about anything.
End up getting deleted anyway. It is, I don't know why they're like this, but I just feel like some of them are very smart, and then they could figure out like a better way to use their time, you know, like a more productive way to use their time. But
this is productive. We got several people in chat right now chilling with your boy. They're slinging super chats. I mean, this seems very productive today. Gotta be honest, we got to make some money towards the legal fund against Jer here. Very important. Okay, these are not light accusations here. Review Tech Mongolia. The only person I've seen this smug while blatantly lying is DSP. Well, he's at a level of narcissism, man, where I think he actually believes all this shit. Like he unironically believes all of this. That's what I'm thinking, you know? That's the only thing I can probably fathom, right? He takes a few shots of Fireball and lets his lips get a little loose, and then he just pretends like it didn't happen. Well, I was drinking. It doesn't matter. Crimson Knight says, I will donate to the legal fund to felt Jared. Based.
They're not actually interested in that. They're only interested, check another station here. They're only interested in trying to hurt my business and my staff.
Keep in mind, we're 15 minutes into this video, and he said a total of like 3 sentences and then repeated them 100 times. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why these people are going after me. I'm totally cool and totally based and totally cool and hip and stuff. Like, what? Okay.
So when these like failed race car truck drivers and dork anime avatar YouTubers and fake investigators from the Midwest.
He got me again.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
He got me. Felt it again. God damn. How many times is that? 4? He got me 4 times already. Come on, somebody call an ambulance, man. He got me 4 times. And by the way, I'm pretty sure the investigator from the Midwest is Luther Morgan. So he finally starts to bring in someone else on this. Because Luther's been doing some damage, boys. Luther's been doing some damage. So, with his journalism.
Act like they're really out there doing something. They're not hurting me at all. Every time they do something stupid, I just turn it into more sales.
They're not hurting him at all. How you gonna prove damages in a defamation suit, brother? Bring it on, Butter Golem. We are not afraid of Butter Golems here. Okay? The ham planets do not impress us. How are you going to prove damages? When you say, none of these people ever hurt me. I make more money now as a result. Interesting. I don't think he knows what defamation means. Prove somebody is intentionally lying with malice and prove damages. And then 5 minutes later, you're saying you actually are making more money as a result. And it doesn't hurt you, and you love it, actually. Okay. Interesting.
But what they're doing is they're harassing people that have nothing to do with me. Just some random employee at a neighboring business had some fat loser grilling him about coffee. You know? That's what these people are doing. That's what
I have to explain something. And this is a little unrelated, but hear me out. You can immediately detect, okay? You can immediately detect how completely blind and detached somebody is from reality by how derogatory they are and what they say about other people. Jeremy will call other people fat, right? Jeremy will call somebody a fat loser whilst being like the fattest fucking guy on the internet right now, right? He'll call somebody a fat, smelly loser while being the fattest, smelliest guy on the internet. Arguably an extreme loser, right? But Jeremy thinks the fact that there's a 2M in front of his YouTube name, that makes him not a loser anymore. Okay? He's not actually a loser. He's a winner, right? Because he sees everything monetarily through numbers. Oh, I've made this much money in the past, therefore I'm a winner. Everybody else is losers, though. Right? They're fat losers, actually. That's crazy. It's crazy. And that's how you can determine the level of narcissism and detachment from reality somebody has, is when they exhibit everything they're saying and then they lash out at people calling them that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, brother, you are the fat loser. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's weird. When has your weight been under a 2? When has your weight started with a 1? The last time your weight started with a 1? Middle school? Mine starts with a 1 right now. Am I a fat loser now? How's this work?
What these dork YouTubers are promoting. And it really doesn't affect me at all. It affects people who don't even know me.
We just need to, you know what? Just download this video for future court use when he keeps saying, actually, they haven't damaged me at all. And that'll be the sole piece of evidence against the damages portion of this defamation suit right there. He's caused me damages. Oh, well, right here, you said you've had no damages. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I said that.
People who just have an account number, they don't know anything about me, anything about my YouTube videos, anything about anything. They don't know anything about it. And it's funny because obviously, as you figured out by now, this video is bait for those idiots who are just helping me monetize this channel. Thanks to them, this channel will be monetized in only 2 weeks because they are furiously trying to get some sort of information or get some sort of gotcha.
I gotta be honest. I like Jer a lot. He's growing on me, man. The wildest shit in the world, dude. The wildest shit in the world is when he says these people are so furious, but the way he says it is dripping. It is dripping with absolute vitriol, seething while calling other people mad, right? He'll be like, yeah, this video is actually just bait for all those people that are furious at me right now. I'm not furious, though. I'm actually really happy. I'm in a good mood, actually, right now. But everybody else, they're fucking furious. Unlike me, which is totally calm and not angry as fuck right now. Okay. All right, boy. It sounds like you are the one who is furious, Jeff. Yeah. I like him low says, she. When's the last time his weight started with 2? Shit. It's been 84 years. 84 years, everyone. Exactly, Luther. Like, imagine playing this in a court of law, man. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, oh, I'm actually suffering. 10 seconds later, I've actually experienced no negative side effects from any of this. What? What are we talking about here? David Trailer says, would it be interesting seeing his communications with YouTube employees through Discovery? Well, all of it would come out. All of it would come out. It'd be brutal. And I wager, I got to put this out there, I wager Jeremy has no idea how any of this works. And I'm not implying that I do, all right? But I wager I know a little bit more, okay? Because he's claiming that I and Yellow Flash, and then later on in the video, Luther Morgan, are liable for a defamation suit or damages, okay? And the reason he says that is because somebody went through his trash, allegedly. And also somebody emailed his sponsors, allegedly. Those people aren't me or Luther Morgan or Flash. We're not emailing anybody. So how the fuck are we liable for any damages? All I've done is call him fat. Good luck. He called me fat, sire. He must give me millions of dollars now for calling me fat. Okay, well, good luck. Okay, we don't live in some wild ass country. We live in America. I thought this was America.
Thanks for your help, morons. Keep tuning in. Here's the other big thing.
He's so fucking pissed. Why is he so mad? This is weird. He's so angry. All we're doing is having fun. We're just poking a little fun at Jared Bear. It's fun. It's a good time. Everybody in the chat, we're having a great time tonight. We're posting bees in the Kick chat. We're having a lot of fun. I don't understand. Why is he so angry at us? I don't get it. I thought we were having a good time here.
The other big gotcha that, failed race car drivers and things like that.
Oh my God, he got me again. Someone, please. I can't take anymore. Jesus. Come on, brother. Have some heart, Jeremy. Have a little bit of empathy. How could you do this to me, Jeremy? I thought what we had was special. Gator, thank you for the 200 bits. I love you. He's breaking my heart, brother. After everything we've been through, Jer. After all of this, damn. He's still taking he's just taking hits at me. Doesn't he understand this is close to my heart? He's so mean.
You know, they think that they've really got me. So there was a shipping label that was shown, okay? And so everyone thought, wow, this confirms that his coffee's drop shipped. Which, by the way, if it was, no big deal.
Whoa.
But I have made it.
Whoa, hold on. All right.
A point to say it isn't, because it isn't. If it was, I'd be making a lot more money. If it was, I would have made quadruple what I have now. If it was, I wouldn't have to pay staff to pack orders. Like, we did our own fulfillment out of Arizona with my business partner. We paid staff to fill our orders. We paid for customer service. We're not drop ship, right? So that's one of the dumbest labels that have stuck around. But last week, these morons found a shipping label and they thought, ooh.
They found a shipping label. Ah, yes. We had sleuthed through the back doors of the internet. Yes. We went through the back rooms, avoided all the scary monsters, and we found a shipping label by ourselves. It definitely wasn't shared on your fucking screen live. It was us being journalists investigating. Yeah. It definitely wasn't shown for 20 seconds straight on your live stream while Melanie was like, looked like she just saw somebody get shot with a shotgun live. That's what her look on her face is like, oh, dude, you done goofed, brother. That was you, brother. That wasn't me. I didn't do that shit. Good old lady. He makes me seethe. Thank you, good old lady. I appreciate you. Strong opinions. What's that, brother? It says coming soon for the quarter poundering. A butter golem production, an AI video of Cody doing donuts in his NASCAR to knock over trash cans, then to check his trash for evidence. Doobie doo. Thank you, strong opinions. Appreciate you, brother. I love you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. We're killing it. We're going wild today. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right. Halfway to Snook.
I got him. It's my biggest lie exposed right here. Okay. Ooh, they got me. Well, the fact of the matter is, all they found was a shipping label from the company that I use to put my coffee into K-Cups. That's it. I roast 900 pounds at a time.
He roasts? Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. He just said he doesn't roast his own. He says he has a partner that does everything. Hold on. He just says he roasts his own. I'm so confused, brother. We're going back and forth. What's happening? He just said a minute ago he doesn't roast it. Now he's saying he roasts his own beans again. My man, dude. I would, if I was like, if I was somehow some kind of PR person for the quartering, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude. What are you doing? Stop talking. All right. And also, up until that label was seen, I don't know if you guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Until that label was seen, everybody was assuming that he was making his own K-Cups as well. Because he bought a K-Cup machine on a credit card. That's what he said. So everybody assumed he was also making his own K-Cups. And then he shares the label, and we learned that he never was doing that. Actually, it was a different company making his K-Cups. And he's like, well, of course I don't make my own K-Cups. But you said you bought a machine on your credit card, dude. So, like, which is it? I'm confused.
A specific run. I send it to somebody who has a professional K-Cup machine that puts it in the K-Cup and labels it and puts the boxes all together.
So he roasts. Okay, we're back to square one. He's back to roasting his own beans again. And then he sends his beans to the K-Cup people, and then they put his coffee in K-Cups.
That's it. That's the big exposed. I hope it was worth it, dorks. Not my regular viewers, but the people that thought it was a big exposed thing. Yes, I pay somebody to put my coffee into K-Cups. And people say, but you were raising money to put your own K-Cup machine together. You were going to get your equipment. You're right. We did raise money for that.
Yeah.
And we were going to buy a K-Cup machine.
But you didn't.
There's basically only one manufacturer, maybe two, and they both come out of China. I talked to the guys at Black Rifle. specifically about buying one of their old K-Cup machines. I talked to other people I won't name about what they did for K-Cup production. And the fact of the matter is, the machine itself, the cost was only a small part of it. Turns out once we got further down the process, you have to pay somebody to come from the machine's manufacturer, train your team, and then if it breaks, you know, you have to know how to fix it. And we just decided, well, we don't really have the volume to justify spending $200,000 like buying the machine and then only running K-Cups for us. So then I went to my partners and I said, hey, why don't we sell K-Cup services, you know, to other people? Again, all things that a dropship coffee company could never do, by the way. And so that's something we've been exploring. But in the meantime,
none of this is the issue. None of this is the issue. Why are you explaining why you didn't buy it? The issue is you said you did. It would be different if you said you never said you bought it. Like you just raised the money and then nothing ever happened. But it's in black and white. He said he bought the K-Cup machine. That's what people are asking about. And then he goes on a rant about something that means fuck all. No one gives a fuck about why he doesn't have a K-Cup machine and who has to work on it and where it comes from in China. No one gives a shit. They're wanting to know why you said you bought it on a credit card when you never did. That's what the question is. So answer it. Why did you say that? You already bought it and you don't have it right now. But he won't say that. He'll be like, oh, they're just jealous and angry. What? What the fuck are you talking about? Right? You got the money from your fans. And there's two questions. Why did you say you bought it? And where did the money go? I think those are two reasonable questions. Kumar feels like the quartering's been on a meltdown for 5 years now. Did the Daily Wire check stop coming? Well, what's going on? Yeah, he's been he's been tripping balls. I've talked to people really close to him or used to be close to him, and they're like, this dude is fucking insane now. I talked to somebody today that's pretty close with him, and they were like, he is an absolute shit show. He constantly fucking melts down. Like they're like, I don't know if his testosterone is cratered to the floor. Like, why is he melting down and freaking the fuck out all the time? But they were basically like, I'm so glad I got away from that dude. Like, fuck that guy. He's a nightmare of a person. And I was like, yeah, it's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with Kibu this time, Nordic? Oh yeah, so if you guys are just now joining, by the way, make sure you like the string, you bitches, and post a B in the kick chat, please. So the quartering is threatening to sue me for defamation and says he has evidence that proves that I and Yellow Flash have defamed him. Now, he's kind of lumping everybody into this, but he keeps saying me for some reason. So that's what we're covering. We're talking about him suing me for defamation. So even though he said it's not worth it earlier in the video, and then he said he's going to go ahead and start threatening it. And then today on stream, he threatened it again. Now, I don't know why he's hyper fixated on me. But, well, I don't know. Yeah. He don't like my house, which is fine. I hope he sues me. That would be great, actually. That'd be great. So, because this would be the funniest shit that's ever happened. Right? So, by the way, make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show. We're already halfway to Naked Snake in Super Chats and Kicks. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for all of your love. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. All right. Oh, and shout out to Medieval Spawn for 20 gifted memberships, you wild boy.
it just didn't make financial sense after we got all the extra costs after the machine. So it was the machine, then like some food grade air compressor machine, and then training. Then if it breaks, who knows how you fix it.
None of this is the problem or the issue. No one gives a fuck. No one gives two flying fucks about any of this information. They're asking, where did the money go? And why did you say you already bought a K-Cup machine when you never did? On a credit card. What is it? Somebody has the screenshot, I'm pretty sure, on X. I saw it like yesterday on X. The transcripts from his deleted stream. By the way, he deleted the stream because now it doesn't exist, right? So it never happened. The transcript says I already purchased a K-Cup machine on a credit card. He already said that. He said this. Where is it? No one gives a fuck who repairs it. No one cares if you need training for it or food grade air compressor. No one cares about any of that. Like that's completely irrelevant. Where'd the money go? And why did you lie about it? It's pretty simple. There's video of that. Well, I think he deleted all the video, Terrorball. But there's transcripts from the video that exist. True Dan Halen. Defamation would mean he suffered loss of social standing. Surely he should sue himself at this point. He owes himself millions. Yeah, that's what he should sue himself. That would be a better case, Dan Halen. Thank you, brother. Fiesta Cat with 500 kicks says maybe he would back off if you drove the coffee break coffee car. Shit. Like he has 500 grand to give my ass to go in circles. I doubt it. Yeah.
And we're still strongly considering adding the K-Cup machine to our arsenal and then selling that service to other people, other YouTubers, for example, to put their coffee in K-Cups, because that costs a few bucks every time you do it. But that was it. And in exchange for that shipping label, these people called and harassed a nice family-run business for days. They called me.
Again, he's claiming that I have personally called and harassed people. I personally emailed his sponsors. I personally sent people to his partners. I personally went through the trash. Never did any of these things. So yeah, the defamation suit is not going to work, right? Okay. Thank you, Fiesta Cat. Love you.
The next day, they're like, what's going on? These are the same people that are standing on the, I am against life ruination. I'm against all this stuff. They aren't. They say they are, but they aren't. They're happy to run with defamatory statements like some of these idiot YouTubers because it gets them clicks. And that's okay. Good for you. Now, at some point, the issue is they know it's not worth it for me. Like when you're a failed race car truck driver or your channel, your YouTube channel.
Got me again.
Doobie doobie doo.
Number
Doobie
6, everybody.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo.
Got me again. All right. If anybody's confused at this point, again, he says eventually defamation's going to become worth it. These people like failed race car driver. He's talking about suing me for defamation right here. What defamatory statement have I said? Like he's fat? Because I'm pretty sure if we get into a court and he's like, he called me fat, and they're gonna be like, how? Well, you have to prove he's lying that you're about you being fat. I'm pretty sure he's fat. Like, pretty sure he's fat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, Glenn, I don't know. He's retarded. He's poor guy's retarded. Somebody help my boy. He's retarded. Yeah, well, all right. He's not fat. He's pudgy, actually. He's a little husky is all. That's what it is.
Channel's basically dead. You know it's not worth it for me to file some sort of lawsuit against you for defamation. But
do it. Come on, baby. Do it. Do it. Pull the trigger, Jer. Let's go. Let's go.
At some point, it's going to become worth it because I have all of this stuff lined up, right? I can tie direct lines from these statements from certain commentators to real world harassment to their fake reviews on Amazon. Like this would not go well for them.
So he says failed race car truck driver for some reason, and then says he has direct evidence to line me up with fake Amazon reviews, going through his trash, harassing people, emailing sponsors. I'd love to see these things. I've never sent an email in my life about TheQuartering. Hell, I send like 1 or 2 emails like a year. And they're usually like more for professional reasons or something, like responding to some kind of meeting or something on Teams. He has a camera in your house. No, he's gonna get my ass. Wings of Shoe says, call yourself a coffee brand coffee because he's roasting you over and over again. No. Oh my gosh.
It's just not worth it. It's better to just say positive and not so, these people were never my customers in the first place.
So he says it's better to stay positive, kind of like he's been doing this whole video, staying positive and not crashing out the entire time.
So to summarize, we're not ship coffee. We never were. In fact, we did dropship coffee for other people, which you couldn't do if you were a dropshipper. Okay. I have partners that make my bags. I have partners that make my K-cups. I have partners that make my coffee, just like any normal business would run. You think an electrician makes all the wire he uses by himself? No, of course not. Right?
Do you think I make all the shirts on my merch store? Of course not. Of course not. But I own Teespring, apparently. Apparently, I own Teespring. Okay. All right. Do you think I make the thread in the shirts for Teespring? Come on. Come on.
This business continues to grow, and I think that bothers people, but that's okay. Like I want better for them. I want them to exist, but there's
except when you false flag channels and get them removed, obviously.
Literally nothing there. We roast our coffee with a partner. We send it to get put into K-cups because owning our own K-cup machine was cost prohibitive at the time. Now, once we're into Walmart, then we're going to do it. Then it'll be
it's coming. It's coming. Okay. The K-cup machine's coming. Okay. Totally fine. Don't worry about it. He never lied. He just hasn't bought it yet. I know it's been years, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Be easy. We'll have the money and the volume. It's really a volume thing. And we run our coffee business just like any other coffee business you see on the shelves for the most part. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing there. These people are so stupid and so angry that they are either really stupid, which is very likely, or they are really dishonest. Some of these people are not stupid, and they purposely say things they know aren't true because it's salacious and it gets them clicks. And
like what? What are they saying that's not true?
They get to monetize the hate against me. That's okay. But everybody knows that you're a hypocrite. Everybody knows that you're...
Everybody, by the way. Everyone knows. With the exception of the 60% of dislikes or 90% of dislikes on every one of his streams or videos in the last 6 months. Other than those people, everyone knows. Well, with the exception of everybody in my chat right now and everybody in Kino's chat and everybody in Don's chat and everybody in Luther Morgan's chat or his videos or his comments, they all totally don't know that. But everybody else totally does. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. It's actually everyone else's fault.
Loser. And when you do a long 2-hour stream reaction to this video, there's going to be a lot of people in your audience that see that too.
Oh, I want everybody in the chat, if they think 100% of everybody's wrong and Jeremy has never lied about anything, including the K-cup machine, or making his own coffee, or having his own warehouse, or having any of these things, or roasting his own beans personally. I want everybody in the chat to press 2 if he's telling the truth, and press 1 if you think he's lying. Because he just claimed everybody in the chat's gonna see that he's telling the truth in this video, with the overwhelming amount of evidence that he has been posting for us today. There's got to be some 2s in here, right? At least slanging nanners, you bitch. Come on, come on. He said there's going to be a lot of you that see that he's telling the truth because of this video. Come on. Come on. Where's all the people at? Where's all the people that don't require any evidence and will just take everything at face value, even when the person is a known liar? Like a very known liar that has never come out and been like, fuck, I lied. I'm posting 2 to troll. You fucker. How could you? He admits to lying in the video. He's lied 1,000 times. He's lied like 1,000 times. I would love to see, just for once, for Jeremy to like write down 4 things that people have an issue with and to explain them and answer the questions. Why did you say clearly in fucking English you bought the K-Cup machine on a credit card? That's number 1. Number 2, why do you claim you personally roast your fucking beans? Okay. With stock images on your website from 123stockimages.com for some reason. Handsome guy roasting coffee.jpg, I think is what it was called. Right? Number 2, right? You know? Number 3, on what planet do you consider following women and children around while making sexual comments for 3 hours normal behavior? Right? And number 4, why is it that you think it's completely okay to directly steal people's content for shorts? I mean, and some of you out there can probably think of much better examples of questions to ask, right?
So I am looking forward to these people reacting to this video because, again, I have nothing to hide. My business runs just like any other business. And it's almost like, I don't know if these people are like Candace Owens level stupid, but they're living in this alternate.
Even Candace catches a stray there.
Quartering universe where my business is failing, which it isn't, having record month after record.
Put that hat back on, brother. Don't let it show. Put the hat back on. Hurry.
Month. My YouTube channel is dying. It's the dead of summer and probably the slowest time in politics that we've seen in a long time. Like everything that is levied has a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Unfortunately, we have not heard any of those reasonable explanations yet. Although it's maybe Jeremy just assumes they're reasonable when he says them, or he believes they're reasonable, right?
But in the quartering extended universe, truth does not live. And they'll call this a crash out or whatever. It's not. I'm monetizing them. They're tuning into this, hoping to get another gotcha. There just isn't. There's nothing there. They wish there was something there, but there's nothing there. And the hilarious part about all of it is that this will do nothing to dispel the defamatory statements.
Defamatory statements.
Or the libelous statements. It will
libelous statements.
Do nothing.
Like what would that be exactly?
To curb these morons harassing employees at a coffee roastery. It will do nothing to stop these people from harassing people at my packaging facility.
Again, that would be actually a pretty important question, I think. What statements are defamatory that he's claiming that I or Yellow Flash or Luther Morgan has said?
That I use. Because they're not good people. They want you to think that they are operating on like truth and righteousness.
Yes, we are actually, everybody here is actually bad people. Jeremy's the good person. He's the good guy. He's a good person. We're all very terrible people. That's what this is. Pimp says he wants you to be his new bull. The race car bull. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, dude. Your honor, I am not fat. Okay, I can prove it. Just, I can't show up on camera. All right.
And that they're really going to get somebody who's been getting over on you. There isn't a single one of my customers that thinks I have an entire roasting facility sitting in my garage. They're caping for people that don't exist and have never existed. It's one of the weirdest, most pathetic, sad. Like, you want to go at my political opinions, you want to go at things I've flip-flopped on, you want to go after things that, like, you know, I'm wrong about. That's all reasonable, fair game stuff.
Except he will hide those on his post. He will hide all of those responses. Chai T says, pulling an angry cops and renovating a crack house into a crack home. What have I missed? Disavow frivolous lawsuits in basement. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Chai T. Appreciate you.
But the idea that like these people are having any real effect on our business is hilarious.
Well, then, yeah, okay. Well, then there's no damages. So what the fuck are we talking about again? Because you can't say somebody's being defamatory, implying that there's damages caused, and then claiming that no damages have occurred at all. Right? Like, it would be very interesting to actually hear, like, his legal team try to talk about this. Okay, so you think this random guy on YouTube showed up at your facilities, went through your trash, did all these things, right? You think he did that. And also, but in this video, you say you haven't incurred any damages and you're actually doing the best you've ever done, and none of this affects you. So where is this fucking lawsuit at? And what do you expect me to do about it? But they're being mean and stuff. People are harassing me. Okay, where? And is it this person that you're trying to sue? Are they harassing you? No. Oh, what the fuck are we talking about then? Okay. Are we to assume that you're implying that people in these chats, on all these channels chats, are the ones harassing you, and creators will be held liable for random people that show up in their chat? I don't know, but I don't think that's gonna work. Because then again, if that happened, every YouTuber on the planet is going to be sued for defamation. Phantom with a giant orange boy, the biggest one of the night. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Says he is just mad that Bull prefers his wife over him. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. I would be too, man. It sucks. Right? And that's what I posted that on X the other day. Right? I posted that on X. I was like, look, and I'm being honest here, man. Like, I understand why Jeremy is pissed, and it's because Jeremy is not of a stoic nature, right? Jeremy is not stoic. Jeremy is hyper emotional, and Jeremy is hyper effeminate, right? That's why he's fucking freaking out right now. Okay? People of a stoic nature can laugh at themselves. Jeremy can't. He gets furious, right? Because it makes him look in the mirror, and he hates what's in the mirror. So he sees me working out, posting a fucking picture where my abs are fucking out, hitting you in the face. All right? And this is a felt. This isn't me bragging, okay? All right? Come on now. No, but I'm saying I post a picture like that. I got a hot blonde chick hanging out with me. And fucking every so often I get in a race car and go 200 miles an hour. And it fucking pisses him off because he's 500 pounds. Looks like he's about to fucking die at any given moment. I would wager he has zero personal relationships. He's probably burnt that all to the fucking ground. He definitely ain't fucking no hot bitches right now. That is not a thing that's happening. And we also already know that he's like addicted to porn. It looks like he's addicted to porn. So he's crashing out because he sees Yellow Flash losing weight at the gym and getting in shape. It pisses him off because it's something he could never do. Although he totally could. He can't. It's just not his nature. His nature is not like that. He's not one of those people that have self-control, right? Remember when he said he quit drinking and he lasted, 2 days? Thank you. Thank you, Phantom. I love you. ODF says, what I can't understand is he keeps talking about his employees, but a while ago he said he has no employees. Yeah, that's the point. He keeps saying the opposite thing, right? He'll say the complete opposite thing immediately. He'll say, of course I don't roast my own beans. And then 5 minutes later say, I roast my own beans. And you're like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing, brother? What the hell are you doing? Hot diggity damn. We're a pink and a red super chat from a rainbow night. Thank you guys so much. All the kicks, I love you. Medieval Spawn, I love you. All the peeps, I love you. Thank you guys so much. Review Tech Mongolia. Thank you guys. We're well on our way.
Really, 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 really want it to be. When you guys do this stuff, my partners laugh at you. These same people, by the way,
You know,
They laugh at you, so they're being harassed, but they're laughing at everybody, so there's no damages. What?
oh, life ruination's bad. Somebody got deplatformed. That's bad.
Yeah.
They tried to get me deplatformed for Rumble. I have all the emails, of course. These same people, going after sponsors is bad. I have their emails to my sponsors.
Are you saying I emailed his sponsors?
Went after every single one of my sponsors, and I did lose a couple. I've replaced them since, but I did lose some. All because these same people who have spent the last 4 months building up this quartering extended universe where they're the righteous ones are actually the villains in this story. They're very, very sad people. They're very, very...
Yes, I am so sad. That's why I drink myself into a coma every night and look at the bottom of a bottle every single night because I'm so fucking sad right now. I'm just so depressed. Have a sad life. Very, very sad. By the way, this weekend I'll be guesting in Greenville, South Carolina at Sieg. You can come hang out with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. PDH will be there. I don't know if she's going to be cosplaying, but she's going to have booty shorts on. So everybody loves that. Everybody likes a little booty short in their life.
Empty inside. And
empty inside.
It's really depressing. I really want better for them.
By the way, keep in mind, everything that Jeremy says is a projection. He's talking about himself right now.
And, when they react to this video and pretend that there's another kind of gotcha or something like that, there just isn't. They're just mad. They're mad at the world. They're mad that, I don't know, things didn't work out for them the way they wanted. And I get that. But what I don't get is harassing people that I do business with.
This fat motherfucker is retarded. He's retarded. I am blown away. These people who are reacting are sad. And I get that. But they shouldn't be harassed. Why do you keep implying that me are harassing people, your employees, and going through your trash and emailing your sponsors and saying that makes a defamation suit realistic? Brother, I would love to see all this evidence that I have done any of these things. I haven't done a single fucking one of these things. I've not sent emails to anybody. I don't give two shits about that. I don't give a fuck. It's weird. I don't do that. The only place I go to every day is the gym to train people. Why the fuck? Where am I getting the time to fly to Arizona and go to somebody's facility? Because that's what you're going to have to prove. You're going to have to prove that I either A, instructed people, which still, I don't even know if you'd win that, but you have to prove that I instructed people to go to your facilities and harass people or email your sponsors or anything like that. Or you're going to have to prove that I did it personally. Neither of those things are true. So I think either A, you're just talking out of your ass, or B, you are literally retarded. Okay?
Going after my sponsors. Losing sponsors, that's an actionable item. Defamation, right? They were emailing my sponsors saying that I was doing drunk ad reads for them, right? Obviously, I wasn't. And my sponsors knew that. Not all of them. Some of them just couldn't deal with the constant barrage of harassment. These are real financial hits that are tied to the defamatory statements. You see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with this?
So again, he said it again. So he's implying that I emailed his sponsors, and that's the defamatory. That's the defamation there. He's like black and white. He's saying that I emailed his sponsors. That never happened. I urge Jeremy to post emails from me that are of me emailing his sponsors to drop him. That would be glorious. I implore him to post that right now, because I know his John ass is in here. All right? Can you please do that? Can you post all these defamatory emails where I'm emailing your sponsors, where I'm emailing your partners that I don't even know who the fuck they are, where I'm harassing them and doing all those things? Like, I would love to see all that. You should post it on your feed right now of me doing those things. That'd be great, actually. Be very, very interesting.
It's sad, but you know what? My goal with Coffee Brand Coffee was to build something that is apolitical, that is a really good product. And I've done that. Do I think I'll ever be Black Rifle? No, of course not. But do I think I can grow it into a multi-million-dollar business? Yes, I do. There's new people every day who buy my coffee that have never seen one of my YouTube videos, and that really burns these people up. That's okay. I just keep working. And if you take anything away from this, is that you should do the same. If you don't worry about people who are trying to drag you down. Don't worry about the crabs in a bucket, because they have no power.
Then there's no damages. Okay.
They might get a little win here or there. Sure, they cost me a couple $1,000s on sponsors. I'll replace them, but their lives will still suck. Sure, they can spam negative reviews, but Amazon reviews them. They're like,
You know, he sounds like when you're like a little fat kid and you go to school and you get bullied and you go home and you tell your mom you got your ass kicked, and your mom's like, they're just jealous. Like, Mom, what the fuck are they jealous of? I'm fat, mother. What do you mean they're jealous of my fatness? They're just angry at their own lives, is what it is. Yes, that's what it is. Okay.
lives will still suck. There's nothing here. There's just nothing there's nothing to disclose. These people are pathetic losers.
There's nothing to disclose. By the way, this minute's 28 minutes. This video is 28 minutes long, but there's nothing to disclose.
Who lie to you for money. It's a total and complete blowout. Anybody who's talked shit about my coffee company is a moron. If you don't like it,
his entire rhetoric is unironically, if you say something mean about me, then you're just dumb. This dude's 42 years old. I know he looks like he's fucking 58. I get it. He's 42 years old. And he's like, well, you're just dumb. That's his whole defense. I'm just dumb. I'm smart and you're stupid. Okay. Anyways, can you answer why you said you bought a K-Cup machine on your credit card? That'd be interesting. Instead of just calling people dumb. I think people would just like to know what's going on. I think it's very simple, actually. You know? But alas, we are just too dumb to understand the inner workings of the mind of the Jer. The Jer. Yeah. Wolf Spain. Careful talking about blowing out your shit.
that's cool. Don't buy it. If you buy it and you don't like it, that's cool. Leave a bad review. But at least try it if you're a coffee drinker. BuyCBC.com will take you directly to our Amazon store.
There's another coffee ad.
Buy a bag to own the haters. I sure would love that. Soon we'll be in Walmart, and then they can take.
Yeah. So he's saying buy my coffee to prove the haters wrong. By the way, we've already got more super chats tonight than Jeremy gets in like a week, and we've only got 250, brother. $250. And that's more than he gets in like a week or two. Shit, last stream we had 650. It's like a month's worth. That's more than a month for Jeremy. But yeah, just buy his coffee to prove to the haters, you know. No, I don't think so. Last Fact says Jer can't be honest, just like EBS, bigger and balder and faster. Oh, balding faster. I thought you said he was faster, like physically. I'm like, wait, like running? His brand's fading fast. CBC bull cream flavor. Taste the bull. Feel the bull. It gives you horns. It gives you horns, brother. They're all just jealous is what it is. All right, so that was the video from yesterday. Now we have a whole slew of videos from today. Yes. Make sure you guys do me a big ass favor. Like the show. Oh my God, that's a fat picture. Like the show, give it some love, give your boy some bees in the kick chat, get the hell on it, D-Dog on it, and let's move on. Let's move on to the next part. Hell yeah. The next part, boys. Thank you guys for all your love. It's time for more. We got to cover today's clips from the Jer. We have a whole nother segment. Damn. Where he's getting more and more passionate about suing everybody now. Whiskey Gravy with 500 kicks. Oh! That was the wrong one. Oh! Thank you. Appreciate you, Whiskey Gravy. I love you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inching us ever closer. Ever closer. All right. Next thing up. So we got all the beautiful Jer clips from today, which are all really, really fun. We love the Jer clips here. He's always being real silly. Always saying more things, always threatening to sue more people. Instead of just answering the simple questions. Why did you lie about this? 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 Oh, shit. What the hell? All right. Next thing's next. Let's pull this up. If he makes $1 a bag, it's not enough profit for his staff. He's, yeah, agreed. Why do you lie about going to Ren Fair? To own the haters. Right. And then, of course, he never could have predicted that Ren Fair would actually release a statement basically calling him a fat fuck. And that even pissed him off more because he didn't get to own the haters. Chai T says, if you don't like, then don't buy or watch. I don't know. Juris sounds a lot like the woke left media critics' rhetoric to me. Yeah. Yep. 100%. Same thing. Same thing. Different day. You know? Same thing, different day. All right. Thank you, Chai T. I love you. Appreciate you, Chai T. Shout out to Chai T. All right. Next thing's next. Stop autoplaying this bullshit. Why do you do this to me, Twitter? I can't do this anymore. All right. Now we got it. All right. Damn you, Joey, Jojo. How could you? How could you? The constant felting is hurting. All right.
As a libertarian, that's one of his.
I just had him on my show, bro.
He
Oh, he sounds really drunk here. Interesting. My boy, our poor boy.
Just had him on my show, bro.
he is pro selling crack to kids. That's it. He told me, and when I talked to him, I was like, I was talking to him about the Hunter Biden situation. And I was like, and we were, I was like, oh, this is the one thing Luke and I finally agree on. You know how bad Hunter Biden is. And Luke was going, no, like, I think the crack thing is, I kind of like that. I think that's cool. You know what he said to me? He looked me in the eye and he said, that's good for business. He says, people know the president of the United States. He says, people know the president of the United States' son is smoking crack. My business is going to go through the roof. You know how like you white label coffee? Luke white labels crack.
I don't white label it.
Luke white labels crack. He gets, okay. Well, people white label coffee. Luke white labels crack.
Yeah.
And he sells it.
Oh,
and it has his We Are Change logo.
Oh, this fluoride guzzler is a nefarious evil version of Ned.
God, he's drunk as fuck here. You heard it here. He white labels his coffee, or he doesn't white label his coffee. He makes his own. He makes his own coffee, boys. Good to go. Don't even worry about it. This autoplay stuff is about to make me lose my shit. About to lose my shit. All right. Anyways. My man's had enough. All right. Boop. There we go.
To criticize about the United States' relationship with foreign countries, all foreign countries, to be honest. But there is a level of IDS, Israel derangement syndrome, that makes people blind to actual facts. And so every time people start to question her credibility, she'll go back to that. So that people are like, you're right. It was them. They did it.
Months ago.
You know how that sounds familiar? That sounds familiar to the last video we watched where Jeremy just keeps saying they did all this to me. They. It's almost as if he does the exact same thing.
This feels like a good time. I don't buy it, guys. I think this is darker than we could ever imagine. I think
you're dumb. That's the reality.
Look at, I want you guys to look at this real quick. Look at the chat over here. That is crawling. It basically moves once every couple of seconds or longer. And it says he has 7,000 people watching. I have 700 and my chat's going 10 times faster than this. Why is that? What do you think that's about?
And of course, Ben Shapiro dunks on her with the Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. Candace, get in there and make it about you. Candace replies, did they allow you to hold his bloodstained microphone while you so giddily declared? Like you so giddily declared? Did you want it because it's likely what exploded and took his life? Candace Owens, just a few days ago, admitted that there was no exploding microphone. She herself admitted that, yes, it was a 30-06. She herself admitted that. Now she's back. She can't keep her lies straight. Her own lies betray her constantly.
No, damn. Her own lies betray her constantly. That sounds real familiar too, boys. Sounds real familiar too, boys. Who else's own lies constantly betray him over and over and over? Damn, brother. I tell you what.
She can't keep them straight. I can't keep them straight.
Well,
now
yeah.
people like Brandon Tatum are coming out and talking about, basically, airing out dirty laundry on Candace. I don't really care about that stuff. I care about her lies. I care about her mission to destroy Turning Point USA, which by all of my dealings with them have been amazing. By the way, Turning Point USA has never paid anything for me. They've never paid for a single thing for me. Okay. And people say, well, Jeremy, you're defending TPUSA. You must pay the payroll. Nope. I got a booth at AmFest, which was nice of them.
That's where Lauren Southern confronted him about making videos about her. That was the same place, I'm pretty sure, where he had this weird small booth and he was just awkwardly standing there, like fat looking behind the booth, looming.
That was before really I was vocally, criticizing Candace Owens' attacks on them. I think that's it. I once got invited to one of their parties at the RNC and I didn't go. That's the extent of my... Oh, and I door knocked with Scott Pressler through TPUSA to get votes for Trump.
Dude, if Jeremy came to my door to ask me to vote for somebody, I would vote for the opposite person out of fucking just petty spite. Yeah, this unshaven, smelly, fat man just showed up at my door saying, vote for Trump. That probably would hurt. I feel like that would hurt, actually. That would hurt Trump. Any politician where there's like a homeless-looking fat man that's coming to your door, probably not going to encourage people to vote. Okay?
Thing, most people have never gone out and done, but I did it. It's actually kind of terrifying. People that do it are extremely brave, and I give them all the credit in the world. Going up to a stranger's door, knocking on it in 2026.
Yeah, Mando Winner says, but he's not a conservative though. Yeah, he'll say when he's pressed on any odd deals, he'll be like, well, I'm actually not a conservative.
Is nerve-wracking. But that's the extent of my involvement with TPUSA. I don't have any reason to be caping for them. I don't have any reason, By the way, it's now been 210 days since Candace Owens promised to release her smoking gun on Egyptian planes.
One of the columns, which was actually saying where the planes landed on that day, because
it's been 6 months, or maybe even more, maybe years, since Jeremy told the truth about his K-Cup machine. Yeah, optical. That's a very, very, very like a staple of Jeremy's personality. Inflated self-importance. Like he unironically thinks currently, right now, that he's like one of the top voices online. Let's completely ignore the fact that he abandoned streaming on YouTube because he was getting fucking destroyed. I get 3 to 5 times the viewership of him on YouTube when he was streaming on YouTube every day. His chat wouldn't move on YouTube. So to combat that, he just stopped streaming on YouTube and went to Rumble, where his chat doesn't move, but he has 1 billion viewers. Although, by the way, I read today, I don't know if this is true, but I read today that if a thumbnail is even passed on the front page of Rumble, it counts as a view. Richard Tate says, what in the name of Mary Cherry's going on? Apparently, there's this very large obese man is planning on suing me for defamation because he claims that I have harassed him, emailed his sponsors, went through his trash, and went to his partner's locations, like in Arizona. None of which I've done any of ever. Which is why I implore him to post all of that. I would love to see those emails from me on Twitter right now. Just screenshot them and please send them. Because he said he has all the emails, right? So go ahead. That'd be great. I'd love to see those. Plot twist, he's not going to post those because they don't exist, right? So, but that's just me. That's just me. All right, let's move on to the next one. That's just me, boys. Oh my gosh.
One of my all-time favorite.
All right.
Helen of Troy.
Stop autoplaying, you bastards. All right. He did get a contract to be on Rumble, but when that contract runs out, who knows? That could be the end for old Jer. Well, how the contracts work now on Rumble is I don't know if it's even a contract. It might be. I talked to the CEO of Rumble recently about this because I made a tweet about Kick getting partnered on Kick in like 4 days. And I was like, Kick is based. And he emailed, he directly DM'd me on X and was like, how can we be better? And I was like, fuck, I don't know. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. I was probably like, better exposure, support your creators more. I don't remember. Anyways, he DM'd me about that. And he was talking about contracts on Rumble. And I wasn't really beating around the bush. I was like, you're going to have to pay me to be on Rumble. You know, I mean, I'm on Rumble, but you're going to have to pay me to like use Rumble Studio. And I'm not doing any of that shit, you know? And he said they no longer do cash like payouts for contracts. They will give you, I guess they give you viewers. I don't really know, but he says that they will give you exclusive ad reads for your for your Rumble Studio that will be really, really profitable, right? So that's what I wager you get like a fucking 7,000 concurrent, I guess, even though the chat's not moving for some reason. And you get ad reads from Rumble and they pay you per viewer. So like you'll make like $900 or something. But yeah, as far as his actual contract with Rumble, I don't know. He talked on the phone with somebody recently and claimed that he doesn't want to stream anymore. And the only reason he's doing it is because he has to. So Richard Tate says, yeah, that's BS. Love you. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. We are officially halfway to Naked Snake. Thank you guys for all the super chats and the kicks tonight. You guys are goated. Thank you for supporting your failed race car drivers. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Kick is making Rumble sweat. Dude, I've made more on Kick in the last 2 months than I've made on Rumble in like a year and a half. So now, and that's not me completely shitting on Rumble. Look, there's people that are watching on Rumble. There's people that support on Rumble, and I'm forever grateful. Okay. But what I'm saying is Kick has been insane. It has been so awesome to be on Kick. I emailed the partner support once I hit the partner metrics, and I was partnered like 37 seconds later, right? It's crazy. So anyways. Baby Snake making a comeback. Hey, we're at number 6, Naked Snake Streak. Possibly number 7 tonight. Thank you guys for all the support. Love you.
One of my all-time favorite movies is Blade. Love Spawn. It doesn't matter. But the real myth is that there's a bunch of Latino people out there that will only go to the movies if there's a Latino star. That's nonsense.
Remember recently when Jeremy was shitting on FNT and shitting on D-Day Cobra and shitting on all these people? He claims that he doesn't do that content anymore. Well, if you look, he still does that content every day. He still talks about woke wokeness in movies and wokeness in Disney. He still talks about that shit every day. He just claims he doesn't talk about it anymore. He doesn't see a point in it. But here he is talking about it literally the next day. Intelligent counterspell. It's just whenever we get to 500 and kick and super chats. That's the snake. The snake.
Hollywood has proved this over the past 10 years. We know that people go to see what? Good movies. That's what people go to see. They don't care about, there's a small percentage of people, maybe inside the trans community, that'd be like, well, I'm going to go see this movie because there's a trans person in it. It's not enough to cover that $150 million budget. No, I'm not saying you should never have these folks in movies. I'm just saying the myth that putting them in movies increases the box office is ridiculous. We know this is nonsense. And when Christopher Nolan's movie does only middling, and it will, I think it'll still do okay. The actual reviews for it are middling. I think most people are calling it boring. But you see Rotten Tomatoes on 157 reviews, 97%. Why? Because of Elliot Page and because of Black Helen of Troy. That's why. Wait till we see the actual people that saw the movie, their reviews. I bet it'll be in the 60s.
You're cultural social warrior, everybody.
But I'm tired of teaching them the same lesson over and over again. So go ahead and make whatever crap movies you want. I'm not going to pay to see it. It's as simple as that. Go ahead, make Helen of Troy black. Fine. I hope there's 100 million black people that would have only saw this movie because there's a black person in it, because that's the only way you're going to make money. Like, I hope that you're right. For the first time in history, I hope you're right. You're not right. Obviously. We know you're not right because we have historical box office data to prove that.
Just saying a whole bunch of nothing. Just saying a whole bunch of nothing. After shitting on FNT and shitting on Gary and shitting on Goodjer and shitting on, anybody involved in that kind of content sphere, that content's stupid and boring and he doesn't do it, although he completely does it. Completely does it. Same exact thing, But whatever. That's just me. That's just how I am. Here's Walmart.
System in place when holding ground.
That scared me. It's coming. I promise, guys. It's coming.
When holding ground in K-Cups.
Here we go.
Amazon Prime member, get free overnight shipping. Highly recommend our butterscotch toffee, blueberry cobbler, strawberries and cream, or 100% Kona coffee, blackberry cream.
You know what I think is really pissing off like Jeremy and making him crash out every single day? I think it's the fact that he has put all of his eggs into one basket when it comes to this coffee company. And people exposing him lying about shit constantly has caused him to go off the fucking deep end because it's literally all he has. It's the only thing he has now. He's not making money on content creation. He's not making any money on content creation at all. So all he has is coffee company. That's why he's putting 50 different fucking ads up in every single stream. Even on a video on an alt channel where he's crashing out, he gives 2 ads for his coffee company. Trying so hard to make ends meet. And there's people out there that are just constantly felting him every day, like Luther Morgan, just felting this shit out of him every single day. And it's causing him to literally crash out. Because without the coffee company, he is nothing.
We have decaf, double calf, everything that the coffee drinker in you could want. It directly supports the channel. We're expanding into...
Definitely supports the channel, even though he says he doesn't want a content creator attached to his brand. But it supports this channel, though.
Walmart soon.
Definitely getting into Walmart. It's coming.
Definitely use your support. So if you want to give us a try...
Did you just hear the desperation in the ad read?
Just go to buycbc.com. That's buycharliebravocharlie.com. Pick up a bag today.
Pick up a bag today, boys. Get you a bag of coffee. He's like DSP, but with coffee, right? So
Wednesday.
Oh God, here we go.
Coffee brand coffee. Wednesday.
Stop your shit. Does he do the head thing when he's talking to other people in real life? Well, see, MJ, like he's on a lot of shit, man. He's on uppers, he's on downers, he's on antidepressants. He's like addicted to Afrin probably, which is and also the excessive alcohol abuse. He's got all kinds of weird nervous tics from these things, right? I don't know what's going on. Eero Kaios. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want orange chicken. Let me text. Let me get some orange chicken. Can I have orange chicken, please? Can you send me some orange chicken right now? I'll gladly do so. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, PDH is just sending me pictures of outfits. Like, hold on. All right. He's bald. He is bald. Defamation. Bald. All right. And next up. Make sure you guys do me a favor and like the show.
Got a little bit of news today. Morning show may come back.
Just dripping with energy right here.
There's not enough news to support two shows right now. So the 2 p.m. Eastern show remains the priority.
Not enough news to support two shows. Bro, there are people out there putting out 100 videos a day on news. What do you mean?
Lots to talk about today. We've got an interesting choice in sentencing for an illegal immigrant that mowed down 3 Americans who are dead now and will always be dead.
Listen to him. He's fucking done. He's done. Kind of feel bad for my guy here. He's fucking done. He doesn't want to be doing this shit anymore. He's like, please, God, fucking end it. We got a couple immigrants got shot. They're dead and stuff. Please buy my coffee.
We've got a woke Canadian woman.
He doesn't like using the word woke, except when he uses it every day.
Who effed around and found out. We've got Elliot Page.
The exasperated sigh.
Doing everything she can to tank the launch of a Christopher Nolan movie called The Odyssey, which nobody really cares about, I don't think. And Candace Owens with perhaps her most depraved, unhinged, unbelievable.
God, this is so exciting. This is an exciting show here.
Plea for attention that I have seen in, well, ever. You know, knees doing good, getting around good.
Nobody gives a fuck about Jeremy's knee, by the way.
I still can't see the orthopedist until like the 22nd. I feel like by then I'll be totally healed. So I'm not sure I'm even going to keep that appointment. I guess I need to see if they need to go in there and clean anything up.
All right, then. Okay, then. Great content, DK Cripple. Yeah, dude. I need to do that. Irakias says, I guess the orange was for chicken. Yes, sir, Irakias. Irakias has now tied the top dog spot with Mr. Phantom. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Love you, dude. My man. My brother in arms. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the boy. Thank you, Irakias. Love you, buddy. He has no real personality. Well, and that's the biggest issue, good old lady, is Jeremy was around in a time where you could just shit out content, and YouTube wanted that. They were like, please just shit out whatever. Also, there was probably 2% of the current content creator base doing it at the time. Now everyone's doing it. So there's way more to choose from, and the 98% of these people are more entertaining than Jeremy, right? So, yeah, you have to have personality to survive on YouTube modern day. And even then, it's a stretch. So, yeah, he's fucked. And that's why he's pretty much exclusively on Rumble now. Right? But at any rate, that's the issue. That's probably why he's so pissed.
Let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah, this one's funny. The chat's not even moving, but he has 1 billion people in his. It's just, we see this every day, though, right?
Let's talk about this. I always like to let people file in, but looks like we got a couple thousand of you. Wonderful, good smelling, handsome, and beautiful people. If you happen to be watching on the Rumble homepage, remember to just click through on my name, and it'll take you to the video so you can actually get involved in the chat. Even if you don't want to chat, there's a green follow button. It's absolutely free to follow me. If you haven't yet, please do. If you don't have
3,500 people and 4 chats in 30 seconds. Interesting. Buster Brown, stun on this fraud. Neckbeard, brand neckbeard. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hambly's so stupid it burns. He is. Poor guy. Poor guy. Keep in mind, I think his first YouTube channel was based around tech and IT, and it's like somebody that would struggle to use a smartphone. You know, you ever met like an older person that struggles to use a smartphone? Which, I mean, I get it. They're older, right? That's how he is. But he had an IT tech YouTube channel at first. Like, what the fuck? How in the world did that even exist? He just keeps sharing porn on his homepage. Why?
Are they? Isn't. They're just.
No, there's him threatening to sue me again. Over and over again. Over and over and over again. And he can't read. Oh. Anyways, all right. Let's move on. Oh, I should turn that off and on. Boop, boop. There we go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. He's so rusty about IT that he's nothing but iron oxide. Oh, smart Joe. This was a Slang and Enters. The Crane Game channel. Well, that was in his first channel, I don't think. You know? Initially, it was a Magic the Gathering bro. Well, that's not shocking. He looks like that guy. You know? That seems like a good idea. An older man learning and teaching fellow old people how to use a tech channel. Yeah, that would probably work. You know? Claw channel, Cody, let's go. I could give 2 flying fucks. Look, I'm not shitting on people's like interests, but when all of your interests are like children's interests, it starts to get a little weird. You know? When all of your interests are like claw machines and collecting cards and RC cars and shit like that, I'm like, all right, do you have like one adult interest? Because this is freaking me the fuck out. Like, can we just get one? Like woodworking or something? Like, just anything, please. Can we have one? A crumb, please. I'm about sick of X's autoplay. It just keeps just spamming shit. It's like, hey, bro, you want to see this? I'm like, no, you motherfucker. Of course not. Of course I don't want to see that shit. What's wrong with you? All right. Next thing's next, boys. Let's pull up. I got to pull up Flash's tweet so you guys can see it. It's magical. Jared will act like T Soprano, but has walls of pops. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. All right, let's get.
There's a bunch of.
We got Nicholas Diodorio talking about the Ren Fair stuff. Buster Brown, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Medieval Spawn with 1,000 kicks. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that, dude. Medieval Spawn. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Coming in strong with the kicks. Thank you, guys. 200 even away from Naked Snake. Hot diggity damn, boys. All right.
And there's a bunch of other corroborating evidence that he provided to show that he was like at the Ren Fair. Keep in mind, the Ren Fair was actively looking for Jeremy. People were emailing them to let them know that the guy that they'd recently banned from attending because of some really gross conduct and creepy clips. We saw it on the channel a while back, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The Ren Fair, the Ren Fair incident of 2024. Was it 24? I don't know if I have it on me right now, but there's the version that I edited to be like Halloween, where creepy Ren Fair man was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this. I assumed it would be higher up because I haven't tweeted much recently. But oh, here it is. Yeah.
It's a masterful edit, by the way. Masterful edit. We're like, why is this guy filming me? So giant and fat and bearded and
pre-COVID,
scary.
so it'd be like 2018, 19, 2020 maybe. I know that's not pre-COVID, but
Reno Ween.
were they closed in 2020?
Jeremy Ween.
And by the way, the person you're looking at right here is the one he would go on to say, you know, she's down to fuck if she has kids. He was making these comments in earshot distance from them. Really bad look, bad idea.
Yeah.
So they threw him out of the Ren Fair. We covered it recently that he was like being monitored. They were proactively monitoring his social media in case this guy went like to their convention. And then he tweeted, support your local Ren Fair with screenshots that were proven later to be from an older time where he was actually able to attend.
Yeah, so he was doing this Ren Fair thing to own the haters, and then got really embarrassed probably and got really pissed off when everybody was able to prove him wrong in 2 seconds. And then also, again, he didn't intend for Ren Fair to clap back an email and basically say he knows he's not welcome. We've told him he's not welcome, which is also like really embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Sean Betts, hold on. Sean Betts. He says MTG is different H-back guy here. Okay, so let me clarify what I mean by that, Sean Betts. I'm not even remotely saying that like collecting cards or playing Magic is like weird or anything. I have friends that do that. What I'm saying is when all of you have like 5 different interests and they're all like based around like arguably children's interest, it starts to get a little fucking weird. That's all I'm saying. Like I love model trains, and I love claw machines, and I love RC cars, and I love playing cards like Pokemans. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, like okay, what else? But there gotta be something else. And that's all I'm saying. You know, and it also doesn't help when you're like a giant fucking old man. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because it's Jeremy. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I added the music. No, he didn't.
Would
you
you consider
opioids? No.
Can we actually take a moment to appreciate how much of a pathetic loser you have to be to cope and lie about going to a Ren Fair you were banned from for being a creep?
I don't know what his
almost
plan
impressive
was
how
here.
embarrassing
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's like wildly embarrassing. It is like I don't get like why would you specifically do this? Because if you're doing this right now, if you've chosen to go down this path to troll your haters about going to the Ren Fair, all that tells your haters is that like you really wanted to go to this Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Like you were really interested in going to the Ren Fair and you're like upset that you can't go to the Ren Fair and you're trying to pull one over on them by letting them know that you're upset that you can't attend the Ren Fair this year. Yeah, this is just like a tap on the shoulder being like, you got me, buddy, but I don't really get the point.
Yeah, it's really sad to be honest. It's kind of sad. You know. It's kind of sad. But I mean, it's not there's nothing you can say that's reasonable to defend Jeremy's actions at the Ren Fair. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying?
Jeremy Hambly is confirmed to be lying about the Bristol Ren Fair attendance this weekend, on top of posting a photo of the jousting event, which likely came from the 2024 season, and claiming it was from this past weekend. The BRF confirmed with me that there was no activity from Hambly or any person with the same surname. The BRF also corrects Hambly, stating the hottest it got during the weekend was 83 degrees Fahrenheit. So he said it's 90, and the Bristol Ren Fair was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show you this in a second. But first, it was, hope you had a great opening weekend. I want to bring to your attention a tweet made by Jeremy Hambly, which suggests he did attend the Ren Fair this weekend. Is there a way that Mr. Hambly could have snuck in under a different name or by other means?
I mean, how the hell is he going to hide, though?
From what is publicly known about his streams, he has access to his wife Heather's accounts. However, it's totally possible he's lying in the tweet. 90 degrees for opening weekend. All email addresses associated with his account were banned. Our security team has his photo. We did not see his surname associated with any ticket purchases, and our security team did not see him at the gate. Further, the hottest it got this weekend was 83 degrees.
Felt it. Could you imagine? Could you just like for a moment imagine being a security officer like at Ren Fair, right? And you have to hold a picture constantly and like look at people coming in and look at a picture of Jeremy and make sure none of these people are Jeremy coming in. Whew. That sucks, brother. Rest in peace. That's rough. All right, let's pull up Oh, this is a good one. Shit, I've totally forgot about this. Where'd it go? It was fuck. Oh, let me scroll back up because I'm losing my train of thought. Remind me. Yes. Okay, so there was this huge deal where Jeremy stole this really popular video from a really popular creator as a short. And I don't really know how it played out, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. Here it is. God, Jesus. So Jeremy, obviously, we all know Jeremy just like stills. He completely stills content for his shorts. And then the way he justified it was he claims that everyone does it. So everyone actually does it. We all just steal content, right? Jenny says, how many people gets banned from the Ren Fair? Oh, probably just one, right? So Catsburgers on X says, cool, someone should really let popular YouTuber Yee Life, who has over 8 million subscribers, know that Jeremy Hambly downloaded one of his videos, put his thumbnail on it, and then re-uploaded it without giving him any credit. Look at this. Jeremy re-uploads this huge YouTuber's content and puts his own thumbnail like watermark in it. And then he's so lazy he didn't even remove the AI captioning. So there's just double captions.
He's higher and higher caliber bullets all the way up to a 50 cal. How many it takes to stop each round. Good luck, Fred. Start out with the 22.
Just straight stole the content.
Right here. Bounce right off. Fred's fine. Next up, 9 mil.
This would get you absolutely thrown off the internet a few years ago. Literally just stealing content. Straight up stealing. Crazy. Like how these large curators are not like striking the shit out of him, I'll never know. It would be different if Jeremy Hambly's like goofy ass face was in the bottom of the screen and he was reacting to it and talking and being like, oh wow. Like, I bet,
what's whack is when you're a woman.
I bet the 9mm will do it. I bet, you know what I'm saying? Just any kind of transformative anything. Right? But he doesn't. He just completely redoes the same, just posts the same video and puts his own shit on it. That's rough, brother. That is rough. So Flash posted this. So I was talking to Flash in DMs about this goofy ass lawsuit thing, which was hilarious. And when I told Flash, I was like, yeah, so Jeremy keeps mentioning us and implying he's going to sue us and implying that we somehow sent people to harass him. And Flash immediately posted this. He said, go fuck yourself, Quartering, you dumb bastard. I'm not afraid of you, and I'm going to keep making fun of you all I want. And that shit went nuclear. Nuclear. You go to comments here. I just love freaking God. I love him. Rantman says, Jared's a massive pussy. He's not going to do anything. If he does, it'll hurt him financially. He went after you right after going after Gary Nerdrotic, right after going after D-Day Cobra, right after going after me, right? Basically, all he does is just go after everybody. Tycho says, the Quartering is going to learn that his smug, obnoxious, and selfless negative energy is fueling a hatred for him he can't ignore. He's totally broken up over when you watch his bizarre vlog personal videos. It's not other good side creators like M&T, Camelot, you, Kino, or any of these hundreds of people that rip on him. It's the masses of regular people that see what a piece of shit he is, and he keeps stroking that fire. He uses leftist shit tactics, and he's going to get leftist consequences, I'd bet. That's already happened, though. That's literally already happened. He does the same shit, you know? And, of course, he's blocked everybody, 100% across the board. Pio says he's prepared to see you, and the entire internet is prepared to DDoS your GoFundMe with support. Based. Captain Patriot says, what has that coffee peddling bastard done now? Stopped following him a year ago. Biggest beggar on YouTube. Oh my God. Jesus, look at that fucking giant man right there. Whew. That's a big old boy. People are like, what did he do this time? Yeah, he's just threatening to sue everybody now. Somehow, he thinks that random people that may or may not have emailed his sponsors means that Flash and me are liable for defamation. For existing, by the way. Just existing. That's it. Just existing. I posted this yesterday where I said in a vlog video today, TheQuartering mentions me several times, then claims he's suing over defamation is worth it. So he's going to sue me over reacting to his own words. Bring it on, Butter Golem. Yellow Flash retweeted it and said, incoming lawsuit. Arc getting more real. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Could you imagine if this actually played out? The content would be so delicious. It would be so delicious. Yeah, I agree with that dreamology. I completely agree with you, man. There's no way in absolute hell like he could afford that, and even if he did, or even if he got somehow, I mean, that shit would be thrown out so fast because he would have to prove that me and Flash and Luther Morgan or whoever he's trying to imply is doing stuff. He would have to prove that we personally did all these things, which none of us personally did anything. We just make videos calling him fat. That's it. That's the extent of everything that has happened. And he's blaming us and saying that we are making defamatory statements somehow, which I would love to see these defamatory statements. Is it just a fat? Is it because we call him fat? I don't think that's going to be considered defamatory if it's true. Medieval Spawn with 1,000 kicks. Oh!
Doobie-doobie-doo.
Oh!
Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo.
Thank you, Medieval Spawn. I appreciate you, brother, for all the support tonight. You've been awesome. He says, Law Cow of the Year. Law Cow of the Year. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Medieval Spawn. Thank you. Medieval Spawn is now the top dog. Medieval. The top dog has become Kick for the second stream in a row. Damn, Kick has taken over, boys. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you. Medieval Spawn. Thank you. All right. Thank you, man. Chati says Jeremy Hambly versus Cody Denison. The lawsuit coverage redemption arc Nick needs. That's for damn sure. But Nick would have to get up in the morning and cover it. He ain't gonna do that shit. Come on, Nick. Come on, brother. Oh, that's sad. I just deleted that. No. All right. I have to remake my little slide because I deleted the shit out of it just now. God. All right. I don't remember what it used to look like. Shit. Someone sent an ambulance. I think that's it. Well, I think that's it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I deleted my little naked snake counter because I'm a dumbass. There we are. It's much better now. Oh, look. Now look how fucking huge it is. Why are you so big? Stop being big. Be small. Ticker. Scroll across. Yes. No. Shit. Okay. Maybe that's it. Sorry, guys. Hey, I think I fixed it. All right, cool. Kind of. Whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm just breaking the damn stream now. I'm just basically Jeremy. James has thoughts on the whole Nolan Wells thing. I don't know what that means. What is Nolan Wells? I know about Christopher Nolan. You know? I know about Christopher Nolan. He's too stupid to come out on top. He's already been felted so much publicly. He'll never recover from this. Yeah, there's too much now. He's done. He's boned. There's no coming back from any of this. There's no coming back from Infinity, Andy. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. We are 189 from Naked Snake for the 7th show in a row, boys. Thank you. The black dude that drowned and they're trying to claim white people lynched him. Oh, I have no idea. I have not heard anything about that.
She has to go back. She has to go back to Canada. Oh, so sorry.
God, bro. Can you give me something for the cringe and let me die for the love of fuck? Jesus, brother.
She has to go back. She has to go back to Canada. Oh, so sorry.
God, fuck. This is killing me, boys. This is brutal. Why? Why would you do this to me? Whoever posted that, who posted that? Hotep, you're banned. How dare you post that shit? Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, brother. You're killing me, brother. Killing me, Hotep. All right. Let's move on. We got more. There's always more where that came from, boys. Always. Always. We have TheQuartering here claiming that he has no problem calling people the correct pronouns, which is really progressive of Jeremy. That's nice.
You want to call your transition or your lifestyle choices an exception to the rule? I'm totally fine with that. Just like I've always been fine. Look, if you're trans and you want me to use your whatever your trans pronouns are, and you're like a normal person about it, and I will. Because I don't care. But you are an exception, not the rule. And in fact, most trans people know this.
Well, he's progressive, yeah. So he'll if you look like Jeremy but you want to be identified as a woman, he'll call you one. Gosh, autoplay.
Please have mercy on me. Sorry.
This autoplay feature on X is wild.
Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Maple syrup, am I right? Sorry, bud.
My man is the cringiest dude on the internet.
Buddy, she has to go back. I heard Canada's full, but I heard there's a lot of room in India. Pakistan. Take off, you hoser. Yeah.
Oh my God, boys. Oh my gosh.
Me. Please.
Why? Why? Let's see this one. What is this one about right here?
Well, I haven't spread any misinformation. In fact, I've spread your own words.
That's where
she has to go back.
He's again threatening to sue people for shitting on him. Oh my gosh, I love this clip, bro. Look at this clip right here. I want you to see the energy. But before we do that, we got to hit Rake and Knight, the first pink boy of the night, my man.
Doobie-doo, doobie-doo,
Rake and Knight.
doobie-doo, doobie-doo, doobie-doo.
That's 10 times the amount of super chats that Jeremy gets per show in one super chat. Shout out to Rake and Knight. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. He's now the top diggity dog, Mr. Rake and Knight. Hope you're doing well, brother. I'm very much looking forward to freaking getting together, man. It's going to be fun. Fun, I tell you. Thank you, man. Rake and Knight. Everybody give him some love. Yep. Banned from the Ren Fair Bear. Oh. All right. Let's continue. What's up, Folly Town? How you doing, brother? Like, look at this intro, like the energy from this intro, and then see the contrast between Jeremy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Wednesday.
This is Jeremy's demeanor after his lawyers are like, bro, you can't sue a content creator for calling you fat, brother. I'm sorry. This is him after that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Wednesday. Got a little bit of news today. Morning show may come back.
I doubt it.
Just there's not enough news to support two shows right now. So the 2 p.m. Eastern show remains the priority.
Yeah, so just want to point this out there. The reason why Jeremy said he was doing a morning show was because he wanted to get all the news out before everybody else. Now he's claiming there is no news. So he's just going to do 2 p.m. But if there's news for 2 p.m., why is there not news for 9 a.m.? No idea. What do you think, Raken? Couldn't tell you, brother. Couldn't tell you, brother. You know what I'm saying? What a loser. Oh, this guy stinks. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see what this looks like. Here we go. Let's just pull up something for the boys.
I've heard that 30% margin is about what the minimum required to stay above water. Yeah. Well, right now I'm in the growth phase. So I'm trying to, like, you know, get out there, get a lot of people on subscription.
Come on, boy. Load, you bitch. More. Come on, X. You got this, baby. I believe in you.
I've heard that 30% margin is about what the minimum required to stay above water. Yeah. Well, right now I'm in the growth phase. So I'm trying to, like, you know.
They really don't want to play this video, huh? All right, let's just refresh the page then, you bitch. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on, man. How could you do this to me? You know how much I've sacrificed. All right. I got to get back to it. I got to scroll. Damn, Hotep, you got to stop tweeting so much, brother. You're killing me. All right, here we go.
Margins about what the minimum required to stay above water. Yeah. Well, right now I'm in the growth phase. So I'm trying to, like, you know, get out there, get a lot of people on subscriptions, and then work on my costs. So I talked about yesterday how I bought a K-Cup machine. Like, that's going to lower my cost. Work on.
Hold on. Let's go back real quick.
Subscriptions, and then work on my costs. So I talked about yesterday how I bought a K-Cup machine. 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 Like, that's going to lower my cost by $1 per box. That's, like, right back in my pocket. And I sell like 5,000 boxes a month, sometimes 10,000 boxes a month. So, like, you know, that's right back to the bottom of right back to the bottom line.
Interesting. We just saw a video on his vlog today where he said he did not buy a K-Cup machine. Man, that's weird. That's very weird, everyone. I don't understand. Don't understand. I thought
a man in his birthday suit.
I thought he didn't buy a K-Cup machine.
Like, when you're a man
that
in his
video was him saying he bought a K-Cup machine. Interesting. That repeat would hold up in court. That's my point, man, is why won't he actually respond to what people are asking? No one's asking why you don't have a K-Cup machine, you know, or like why you couldn't get one. Okay, let me rephrase that. No one's asking why you couldn't get one and who repairs them and who manufactures them, which is what he said and all he talked about. They're asking why did you say you bought one several times? And then people found out you never bought one, even though you got a lot of money from viewers to buy one. It's kind of weird. Malbus with 500 kicks. Hey! Jer is a failed human. Oh, have some heart, man. Leave him alone. Leave Jer alone. 130 to Naked Snake, boys. It's exactly, Evil Gandhi. It's that simple. Like, where is it at? Where's all the shekels? Bring them back to us. I missed them. All right. He won't respond because he would have to admit he was wrong. Or he would have to admit that he just straight up lied for literally no reason, I guess. Because, like, what it boils down to is, think about that for a second. Who does that help or impress? You know? Who does that help or impress? That he has a K-Cup machine. No one gives a fuck. And actually, to take it a step further, no one cares if it's drop ship or not. If he would have, if Coffee Brand Coffee was announced and he's like, I'm gonna have a new company, Coffee Brand Coffee, and somebody's like, is it drop ship? And he was like, yeah, but it's great. You know, we're going through the flavors. We're gonna have some exclusive flavors. They're really, really good. I've tried them. I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's drop ship, but I really believe in it. Would it change anything? I don't think anybody would give a fuck. But no, he had to build this entire like network of lack of a better word, lies, where he's like, oh, I actually roast the coffee myself. Here's pictures of my facility that's totally not Mill Creek. Just put this shirt on, it'll be fine. And then now today, he finally says he doesn't roast. Somebody else roast it. He doesn't make the bags. Somebody else makes it. He doesn't pack anything. Somebody else packs it. All he does is he like picks the flavors and then they just make it for him. Sounds very familiar. But his justification was, oh, well, my flavors are exclusive to Coffee Brand Coffee. Therefore, it's not dropship. You know how Tim Pool has exclusive flavors for Cask Brew Coffee? That means it's not dropship now. None of it's dropship. So if you have any custom anything on any of your merch or your any of your businesses, if any of it's custom, it's no longer dropship. It's real now. You know what I'm saying? So,
a man in his birthday suit took a tourist's child at a Portland, Oregon park, ended up ripping her straight from her mother's arms. And what happened after that is absolutely wild. The story is crazy.
This sounds horrible. This is rough, man. That's a nightmarish scenario. So it's good to have tact here and, actually be like, yeah, this is a bad deal.
Crazy. And I don't know, what else to say about it. It's just absolute pure insanity.
Agreed.
We're going to get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor, private internet access. Browsing the internet with an unencrypted connection is like sending a private message to a group.
Oh my gosh. Read the room, sir. Read the room. There's this tragedy, this unbelievable tragedy of a girl that was ripped from her parents' arms and disappeared, never to be seen. I don't even know what to say. Like, my heart goes out to this family and my heart's broken and I'm just blown away. Anyways, let's hear from our words sponsor today. All right. Perfect. Yeah, that definitely goes over well. I enjoyed that. Oh, Ultra Death. No, please, God, help me. Help me, Ultra Death, please. You're my only hope. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Malbus, for your 500 kicks, by the way. I love you, dude. Yeah. Micah says, it's worse than that, Cody. He used AI to put the shirts on the Mill Creek guys. Man, please don't tell me that. Please don't do this to me, man. Please. Yes, Jay Crane. It makes sense. It all makes sense now. Yes. It all makes sense now. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. He's just been through so much. Won't someone think about the coffee company, please? Please, Luther. Please, Luther. All right. Let's move on. We're moving on. All right. Make sure you guys do me a big ass favor and like the show. By the way, Luther, congratulations to Luther Morgan. He did his first stream and I popped in it and it was going crazy. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I love seeing that. I love seeing when people like try something and it fucking works. Makes me feel good. It's hellacious. I looked up, does TheQuartering own his own coffee? And it told everything. But AI is also dumb and stupid and wrong, right? Also, AI is wrong. It's the wrong one, not me, right? It was his fault. It was his fault all along. All right, next one. By the way, big shout out to all the boys. Shout out to Reckon Knight, the top dog today. One Red Boy from a Rainbow Knot, which will get us to Naked Snake. We're 130 away. Shout out to the boys. And I do leave tomorrow, by the way, guys. I leave tomorrow for South Carolina. I'm guesting at a convention up there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come see me if you're in the area. And if not, don't forget. I'll probably be live streaming from there, like in the convention hall. So you can always hang out. But I will be up there. I'll leave tomorrow. So I'll be back doing normal shows Monday. But I'm going to try to do IRL streams just with my phone, and just look at all the stuff, talk to the chat, have a good time. Cover any updates that may happen or may or not go crazy, So at any rate, next thing's next. Boop. All right. He leaves tomorrow. Default Anonymous says, just got here. Can I get a quick 30-second summary of the lawsuit? So yeah, basically, Jeremy Hambly, TheQuartering, he called me out randomly the other day. I haven't even really talked about Jeremy in like a month. And he called me out saying that I'm obsessed with him or something. I don't remember. And then the next day made a video claiming that I have harassed him, implying that I have personally emailed sponsors to get him to drop, went to his partner's locations and harassed them, went through his trash, and claims that the direction he's going is a defamation lawsuit because he can prove damages, even though in like 5 different instances of his video, he claims that none of this actually hurts him, and he actually he makes more money as a result. But let's ignore that. So he claims that I did all those things personally, which means I will lose a defamation suit or something. Now, to clarify, I've never emailed anybody for any reason. I give 2 shits about that. I've never sent anybody to his location. Never told anybody to go harass employees. What the fuck? I don't even know where these places are. I have no idea where his partners are. I don't even think he said where they are. I don't know where they're at. You know what I'm saying? And he's also claiming that I went through his trash, which I don't understand that one even a little. But what he's meaning is people have allegedly done these things, therefore it's my fault. That's what he's saying. He's saying because I called him fat and like watched his stream clips and laughed at him, that it has made people harass other people. Therefore, I am at fault, which is not how this works. Okay. For one, with defamation, he's going to have to prove everything that I and anyone else he may sue has said is a lie that we knew was a lie and made out of complete malice. He would have to prove all these things. He would also have to prove that I personally emailed people to remove his sponsors and I personally went to his location. Good luck, motherfucker. I go to the gym and I come home. I don't leave my house. You know, I go to the gym, come home. Go to the gym, come home. That's what I do every day. So, yeah, I haven't had time to fly to Arizona and fly to Minnesota or Wisconsin or whatever, right? Hey, Mal, I don't got any jalapenos, brother. I know you want some jalapenos. My dog's like, jalapenos. So, yeah, I don't know what he's thinking, but I'll wager he's just retarded. That's what I wager. So, Ride the Guy, I see you, buddy. He said, Ride the Guy says, let's be honest, if Jeremy actually ran into you in public, he'd poop himself and waddle away. Yeah, I'd call him fat to his face. It'd be funny. I'd be like, what's up, fat bitch? I was like, good luck with that defamation suit. That's what I would say in real life. He'd probably start crying and shit his pants. It'd be like that scene in The Boys. I'll suck your dick. I'll eat your shit. Thank you, Ride the Guy. It's people like Jeremy that get all their confidence, their false sense of confidence from sitting in their streaming room and saying shit. Okay? I had a dude like a few months ago get in my face at the gym and I told him to fuck off or I was going to rip his face off. I didn't say that. I said fuck off and go lift shit. And I was, raised my voice a little bit and he fucking was like, no, all right. And he walked away. And he probably would have kicked my ass, to be honest. Because I don't fight. I'm not really a fighter. I don't think I am. But at any rate, I don't give a fuck. I'm way past that patience level of like adulthood. Somebody gives me lip. I'm just like, you can fuck right off, motherfucker. I'm not going to start crying and offer to eat your shit. That's weird. Yeah, Stellar Eclipse, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I pointed out earlier. That Tina woman is Misty Mochi was the one that just asked if they had coffee there. She didn't harass anybody. So he what he's doing is he's combining everything that's ever happened and for some reason blaming me for it. Like, my wife, she keeps hanging out with the bull. I must sue Camelot immediately. It is his fault that the bull's penis is large and tasty. Well, it had nothing to do with me. All right, I ain't the bull. Sue the bull. Sue the bull. What's up, Buzz? Celebrates a subscription for 3 months on Kick. Shout out, brother. I love you, dude. If you're not a member on Kick, become one. Because at any moment, Jeremy could strike this shit and I'd be done. So, become a member on there if you're not. Thank you, guys. All right. Next thing's next. Here we go.
We have reached peak delusion. This is perhaps one of the most insane clips I've ever seen, I've ever reacted to, I've ever had the unfortunateness of watching. And because of that, I must share it with you. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Wednesday morning.
Yeah, and isn't that right? Like peak delusion is such a funny thing to say. Iron Cridge says his hair is so gross. Well, I mean, to be fair, like there's some people out there that will go like completely bald and their like hair gets really stringy and fucked up. And for some reason, they just put a hat on and call it a day, and then they grow a giant mullet. Now, I gotta say that likely the reason they do this is because they don't really keep themselves kempt, right? Like they have really poor hygiene. So they'll just get a big unkempt beard, they'll grow a skullet, and they'll just be balding as fuck. And they likely don't bathe either, right? Very rarely bathe. And I'll never understand that, because if it was me, if my hair started to go, like I had some danglies and stringy boys, I'm shaving the fuck out of my head and I am getting as jacked as possible in the gym, right? Every steroid on the market is going directly in my urethra. And I'm going to live for 3 awesome years as a bald jack dude before my heart explodes. That's what I'm doing. Ain't no way in fuck I'm going to have a springy scrangly. And I don't have to have a beard to hide my double chin because I ain't got one, luckily. Thank God, right? But that's the reason he has a beard. As far as the skullet thing, I don't fucking get that. Just shave it. Who cares? Shave it. What are you doing? Shave that shit, brother. There's no reason. Bald is cool. Now, I mean, being a fat bald guy kind of sucks, but just get shredded, brother. Easy. Medieval Spawn with 1,000 kids. Oh! Thank you, brother. Says, wait, what if his wife is trolling him and said something about you in Yellow Flash? Look like you can handle it. Oh my God. That would do it. That would piss him off. For sure, man. For sure. Thank you, Medieval Spawn. I appreciate you, brother. He's going wild on Kick. Thank you, man. 115 away from Neck and Snake. Thank you, guys.
Show may come back. Just there's not enough news to support 2 shows right now. So the 2 p.m. Eastern show remains the priority. Knees doing good, getting around good. I still can't see the orthopedist until like the 22nd. I feel like by then I'll be totally healed. So I'm not sure I'm even going to keep that appointment. I guess I need to see if they need to go in there and clean anything up. Let's first talk about this. I always like to let people file in, but looks like we got a couple thousand of you wonderful, good smelling, handsome, and beautiful people.
That was the first time he hasn't used projection. Finally. Oh, Diesel with a $20 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. He says, dude, I think you're right. And he believes his lies. Mental illness to cover his self-loathing. You got to play some more Marty Friedman sometime in Alabama, too. Just outside of Auburn. Love Huntsville. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I love playing Marty Freeman. I've been playing a lot of Pantera stuff lately. I don't know why, brother. I listen to Pantera in spurts, and it's very, very like it's separated by like 5 years at a time. And for whatever reason, I just started jamming on some Pantera, and I just loving it. God, I'm loving it, man. So, but yeah, Marty Freeman is a sweet spot for me too. I can play a lot of Marty Freeman runs, which I always like to do. Thank you, Diesel. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to my boy Diesel, the man with a plan. Thank you, man. Diesel. Just like TheQuartering's Diesel Kubota truck he was randomly bragging about in that weird stream or in that weird video. He thinks he's smooth. All that Pantera. Yes, sir, brother. Let's go.
If you happen to be watching on the Rumble homepage, remember to just click through on my name, and it'll take you to the video so you can actually get involved in the chat. Even if you don't want to chat, there's a green follow button. It's absolutely free to follow me. If you haven't yet, please do. If you don't have a Rumble account, create one, follow the channel so you actually get notified when we go live. We can't always count on the blessing of being on the homepage, and I'm very appreciative when I get the opportunity. By the way,
we don't have to be on the front page to party in this show. Isn't that right, boys? We ain't got to be on the front page. Fuck it, brother. Had 700 people in here earlier, almost 800 people. We just partying, brother. We don't need to be on the homepage. We've already made 406 in support tonight. Insanity. But Jer says we're all just jealous losers. That's what it is. You know, Jer also stated the other day that he doesn't care about super chats. They don't mean anything to him. Yeah, it's easy to say that when you ain't getting any, brother. Come on, brother. That's like when my buddy Sean says he doesn't care about vagina. Okay? It's because he ain't getting any. He's not here, so I can say that. It's fun. He'll hear it later when he watches the VOD.
Thank everybody for supporting Coffee Brand Coffee. We're growing rapidly, and it's because of your support.
Rapid.
It's my coffee company. We're available on Amazon. Buy CBC. It's buy, B-U-I, Charlie Bravo Charlie, buycbc.com. Pick some up today. It would be absolutely amazing. I highly recommend our blueberry cobbler, our strawberries and cream, our silky ultra dark roast, double calf. We have a decaf. We have everything a coffee drinker and you could want, whole bean, ground, and K-Cup. Now, huge shout out to this video sponsor, me, Coffee Brand Coffee. We have everything available in whole bean, ground, and K-Cups. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get free overnight shipping.
Shout out to this stream's sponsor tonight, boys. Me! Woo! God, brother.
Highly recommend our butterscotch toffee, blueberry cobbler.
What? Oh, I did, yeah. Why are you naked? I also gave him half a box of jalapenos. Put some clothes on. You just walk around here at the house naked. I'm a man. I'm a red-blooded man. You can't just walk around naked. Okay, I got a job to do here. Jesus. PDH just walking around naked with her ass out. Did you feed him out? Yeah, I fed him out. I even gave him some of my freaking jalapenos. Come on, brother.
Strawberries and cream or 100% Kona coffee. Blackberry cream. We have decaf, double calf, everything that the coffee drinker in you could want. It directly supports the channel. We're expanding into Walmart soon. Could definitely use your support. So if you want to give us a try, just go to buycbc.com. That's buy charliebravo.charlie.com. Pick up a bag today. Woke Canadian woman. She has to go back. She has to go back to Canada.
You're professional streamers, huh? Professional streamers, huh? Yes. Comedy. Pure comedy in these halls. Bull, Jerry, and He Fat. God, what a name, brother. 1,000 kicks. 1,000 kicks. My man. Don't want to see you naked. Eddie sends his regards. I love Eddie. He's the man. We all love Eddie here. Shout out to Bull, Jerry, and He Fat. I love these names. All right. Bull, Jerry, and He Fat, boys.
Oh, so sorry. Oh. Well, I haven't spread any misinformation. In fact, I've spread your own words. Please have mercy on me. Please. I don't have any beef with Canadians. I like Canadians. There are good Canadians and bad Canadians, just like there are good Americans and bad Americans. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Maple syrup, am I right?
I'm not trying to shit on people, right? But like, who's watching this? Who the fuck is watching this? God, brother. This is like bottom of the barrel. This is like when you go to the live button, like you just search news and go to live on YouTube, and there's a guy with one viewer, you know, and nothing against them, and you click on his show, and this is his show, and you're like, huh, this makes sense. This makes sense as to why no one is watching. It's the A-loggers. That's true, Medieval Spawn. You right.
Sorry, bud. Buddy. Lesbian. From what I've seen in all relevant science, there are no animals in nature that are gay. It's a myth.
Scientist Jeremy Hambly. Everybody.
I've always been fine. Look, if you're trans and you want me to use your whatever your trans pronouns are, and you're like a normal person about it, and I will. By the way, if you're out there watching, if you're one of the 7,000 wonderful people watching me right now, if you're enjoying the show, please just stop what you're doing for a second. Click through on my name, TheQuartering, or click.
Stop what you're doing. Go buy coffee, bring coffee, please, Jesus.
Video, and click that green follow button down below the video. I'm not always live at scheduled times. It doesn't cost you anything to follow, and I can't always count on having, this wonderful opportunity to be on the homepage of Rumble. And so I really hope that, when I'm not, I'm sure I won't be forever. When I'm not, that you continue to tune in at this time slot. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Anna says 7K ? Yeah, there is absolutely not 7,000 people on this planet watching this motherfucker. Okay? It's not a thing. It is lies. It is lies. You sit upon a throne of lies.
Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern. Homepage or not, you can find me. And hopefully you'll just click that follow button right now. And also, by the way, get involved in the chat. I read the chat. I actually read the chat. You don't have to rumble.
Listen. If you have to tell your chat to start moving with 7,000 viewers, there's a fucking problem somewhere. Okay? I had 8,000 concurrent, I think, combined with Kick and YouTube, when I was interviewing Sydney Watson. And the chat looked like one of my races. It was moving so fast you couldn't even discern different names. Okay? That's what a fast chat looks like. Okay? Come on, please, can you guys chat? Please clap. Hey, everybody on YouTube and Kick right now on my show, can you please just chat? Can you just spam emojis, please? I just need to feel like what I do is legit. Please post a B or something. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Oh, look at all the bees. Look at the bees. Come on. Look at the chat. It's going. Was that Haggis? Haggis, did you make that? I saw Haggis earlier. Were you the one that made that? I can't remember. I think you've probably just made everything. I just assume you did it all. Thank you guys for all the bees. See, that's how a chat moves, boys. Come on. Like lightning. Grease. Lightning.
At me to get your message read or your message seen. Speaking of Rumble, huge shout out to Rumble Wallet. Yeah, by the way, I can't emphasize this enough. If you see me on the homepage right now, there's a little TheQuartering next to it. Click on that. That brings you to my actual.
Please follow him, please, God, please. Mindless self-indulgence. Thank you for the 250. Donna says, I'm sure Jeremy's all barking new, but was subscribed not anymore. Was the ETA and the truck diecast. I'll send you that tomorrow. Not the diecast. I'll send you the information on it tomorrow. I'm a procrastinator and a bad friend, Donna, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, I'll DM you all the info tomorrow.
Video. And then you can join the chat and interact with me and ask me questions and things like that. And also click that green follow button down below the video. A huge shout out to this video sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. It's my coffee company. You can get yours. You can get it on Amazon, or you can just go to buycbc.com.
Is his entire show just him reading ads and sponsor spots? Zyclone says, hey, I heard Jared scamming his customers. Thoughts? Well, I mean, I don't know about customers. Maybe in what he's saying. The biggest issue is him claiming he bought a K-Cup machine on a credit card and then now saying he hasn't at all. So that's like a weird one. And probably he should probably speak to that. You know?
He'll take you directly to our Amazon page. Pick up some of our butterscotch toffee, blueberry cobbler, our 100% Kona coffee, blackberry cream. We also have decaf, double calf, dark roast, light roast, Ethiopian, Colombian, all available in whole bean and ground. and many of them are available in K-Cup. Your purchase helps support the channel, helps support a very small business, and about as small of a business as it can get. And we've got some big goals in 2026, 2027, and we can't get there without your support. So if you're a coffee drinker or you know somebody that drinks coffee, it makes a great gift too. By the way, Turning Point USA has never paid anything for me. They've never paid for a single thing for me. Okay, and people say, "Well, Jeremy, you're defending TPUSA. You must pay the payroll." Nope. I got a booth at AmFest, which was nice of them. That was before really I was vocally, criticizing Candace Owens' attacks on them. I think that's it. I once got invited to one of their parties at the RNC and I didn't go. That's the extent of my... Oh, and I door knocked with Scott Pressler through TPUSA.
And this was embarrassing for Jer. Yeah, I saw pictures of his little booth where he's just standing in the corner. It was really strange.
Get votes for Trump. Something, most people have never gone out and done, but I did it. It's actually kind of terrifying. People that do it
What's up, Gabe? How you doing, Last Relic?
Are extremely brave, and I give them all the credit in the world. Going up to a stranger's door, knocking on it in 2026 is nerve-wracking. But that's the extent of my involvement with TPUSA. I don't have any reason to be caping for them. I don't have any reason, and I love being here on Rumble where people can, they can have whatever opinion they want and they can say it. So if you don't have a Rumble account yet and you're just passively watching, create a Rumble account and use it to follow your favorite creators. This should be the primary place you watch all of your videos.
Well, I mean, when you're regulated to only that app, I guess that makes sense. Cyclone says he's going to sue you and Yellow Flash. That's what he's implied, yeah. He's implied that he's going to sue me and I guess Yellow Flash, I don't know, for defamation, because apparently and allegedly he believes that I guess Yellow Flash, I don't fucking know, emailed his sponsors and went to his partners' facilities and harassed them or something. And went through his trash or something. I don't know, man. It's wild. I thought, so I didn't watch that video until later, right? I didn't even watch that. I just saw I got the cliff notes and I was like, oh shit, he's going to try to sue me for calling him fat or something, right? That's what he's going to do. And then I watched the video and he's implying he's going to sue over allegedly something some random person did, but it's going to be me? Like, what the fuck, that? I ain't that guy. How the hell are you going to sue my ass? I don't think that's how that works, man.
I know a lot of people multi-stream and dual stream and things like that. But this is the home for this live stream. By the way, Chuck Schumer farted. Got to have I have the hard-hitting news here. Now, look, hey, sometimes you got to go, you got to go. But I think we should do a little analysis here. Just a little.
Now on.
Jenny says, why won't he threaten to sue the casino? I wager he was lumping everybody in there, but he didn't mention the casino. He just mentioned me for some reason and Flash. And then he loosely mentioned Luther Morgan, I think. But at any rate, the reason I think, and this is me kind of taking some of the opinions from people on X that kind of were alluding to this. People are saying the reason he's threatening me is because I'm generally a nice dude. I don't really fucking go off on people. I'm pretty nice. I'm pretty reasonable. And I, what I'm saying? I'm just kind of I've always, and it's always been that way. I'm just a very approachable dude. And I think he thinks he can intimidate me for some reason. And I don't know why. I guess that's his impression of me, but that's not how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool and laid back and shit in real life. If you're cool as fuck, yeah, I'm totally with that. But no, I'm not gonna bend the knee and start crying. I'll call you fat harder and longer, brother. What are you talking about? Okay. Are you kidding me? He thinks that he can, he probably thinks that, oh, he won't have the money to fight back me. Brother, I don't know about you. But if you launch a lawsuit against me, I guarantee you I could launch a GoFundMe and go nuclear and then bury you. Okay? because the frivolous lawsuit it's not gonna work. Okay. And then again, I don't see any legal representation that would even agree to go forward with that. Right. So, yeah, I don't know why he thinks that, but that's just what I've seen. Like, people are like, oh, he's nice. Art says he thinks you're the least of a threat, but he doesn't realize that if he sees you, all the haters that have crazy audiences are going to fuck him in the ass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to back down. I don't understand where you got that impression.
Ron and the NDAA.
I think when you combine the vocal pause and the stand up to spread, that's definitely a rip. General Alt says, Jeremy, you're live at 7,500 viewers, top of the Rumble at the moment. I think you're good to stay if you pick the right times. Yeah, I'm really glad to see so many awesome people here. We got to run it again. I got to turn up the volume. Let me run it again.
Now on Iran and the NDAA. The NDAA.
Jeremy's literally a fucking 11-year-old. It was wild.
That's what happens when you eat undercooked burgers. He's probably got some gastrointestinal. Everybody knows you raise your voice while you take that risk. Everybody knows you raise your voice. First of all, if you can avoid it, you just wait until you're not in front of a microphone. But yeah, as Chad says, always speak loudly through your gas explosion. Exactly. Don't pause. Don't pause and go, don't do that. And remember, if you're out there
by the way, Jeremy shit in an aisle in Walmart one time.
Watching and you see me on the Rumble homepage, click through, click the name through the quarter and click through to the video so you can get involved in chat like Pamela.
Pamela, the only person involved in chat with 7,000 viewers. Pamela. Thank God for Pamela.
And click the green follow button down below. It's totally free, but you'll get notified when I'm live, which is Monday through Thursdays at 2 Eastern, and then on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern.
He has also criticized the Pope.
Okay.
He's nothing.
The Pope sucks. This is a pretty dark story, and I generally try to avoid these, but this one's important because we live in a two-tier justice system. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. It's my coffee company. We have whole bean ground and K-Cup. If you're a coffee drinker, all I'm asking is for you to give it a try. You can go to buycbc.com, buycharliebravocharlie.com. It'll take you directly to our Amazon store. We've got Colombian, Ethiopian, double calf, decaf.
How many times does he do this in a live stream? Does he do it like 20 times? He does a coffee ad like 20 times in his live stream. But he also says he doesn't want it connected to a content creator. And he also wants it to be apolitical, although all of his content, the majority of it is politics. And he's reading these ads in the middle of it.
Bourbon, butterscotch toffee, apple strudel, vanilla sugar cookie, blueberry cobbler is our top seller. We have 100% Kona that I think is about the cheapest you can get, most affordable you can get on Amazon. Pick some up today. And once you do, make sure you come back to the product you bought, scroll down, and write a customer review. It takes you just a few seconds, but that social proof really, really helps. And by the way, if you're one of the 8,000 people out there watching, we're wrapping up the show. I'm going to kick you over to Lauren Chen. Make sure you click through to the channel, TheQuartering, and you click that green follow button. I'm live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then again on Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern. We have a co-host on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll be back tomorrow, same time slot with Melanie Mack. And I'm absolutely so thankful if you tuned in and you thought you liked it. I'm so thankful to people that went to buycbc.com and picked up some of our coffee today. It's basically my primary source of income long term. So I'm hoping a lot more people will give it a try. We've worked really hard. We've redesigned all the packaging. We've refined all of our flavors.
Yeah, I'm sure you did redesign all the packaging.
All of our non-flavors. We've refined our shipping and receiving, our customer service. Been around for 3 years now, and I'm hoping we continue to grow. So I'm hoping you check that out. And with that, I'm going to, I'll send you over to Lauren Chen, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Long live Rumble. It's the best platform on earth. It's not even close.
Man, he's trying.
And we'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for another show. Lots of new topics and all sorts of stuff like that. So we'll see you then. Go check out Lauren.
We are talking about. I wasn't sharing screen. I don't know why you wouldn't want more investigation.
All right. Anyways, his entire stream is just like, please, for the love of fuck, please go follow me. And also, please, for the love of God, go to cbc.com. Please, God, Jesus, buy my coffee. I'm dying, brother. He almost had a Freudian slip there. He was like, it's my primary source of income. I mean, long term, though. Not rent. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Billy says, take shots every time he talks about his coffee. You would die. You would die for sure. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. I'll message you tomorrow. I'll message you tonight and then also tomorrow. Thank you. Appreciate you. I love you. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Actually, that's not right. Renee Galarza with 2,500 kicks. Oh! Thank you, brother. How you doing, man? Appreciate you, dude. Shout out to my boy. Let's hear it for the boy. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dude. 56. There you go. 40 away from Naked Snake. Shout out to Renee Galarza. I love you, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, dude. We've been live for 4 hours. I've been live way too long. But no, I don't expect TheQuartering to actually file a lawsuit because there is no reality where I can see a defamation suit ever making sense. The logic behind it was he said he has evidence to directly tie me to emailing his sponsors and going to his facilities and harassing people. And I don't know what fucking planet that has anything to do with me. I've never emailed anybody. I've never went to any facility. I've never instructed anybody to do that. I've said the opposite. I said I'm not in favor of going and like following people around and being weird. That's weird. You know, just laugh at them on the internet. It's funny. But for some reason, that's his evidence. He said he can tie me directly to these things. And I'm like, okay, good luck. I don't know how that's going to work, but all right. I'd love to see this email that I sent somebody. That'd be hilarious. But we will never see that email because it don't exist. So, you know, he's probably blocked it. That's true. Yeah, that's true. He's probably drunker than hell. Drunker than hell. That's for damn sure. Mick Stellar says, like the show. Yeah, dude. Thank God. Like it. Get on it, dog on it. Ah, yes, Art the Clown. Yes, I remember that actually. I do remember this. Yes. I incited infighting, yes. The Great War of the Coffee Companies. Hell yeah, Tiger Swartz. That's what I'm all about. What's up, Chad? How you doing, brother? We're going to wrap it up a little bit here. It's about to get midnight. I got to leave tomorrow pretty early and drive to South Carolina to do the Southeast Game Exchange Convention. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to do some IRL streams, but I always say I'm going to do that, and then I just don't. You know, and then I have like this lingering thing, do the stream, Cody. And I'm like, no, I want to drink and hang out with my boys. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Thank you, Dreamology. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the chat for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to get to hell on it, doggone it. Jay Sledge, hell yeah, brother. Just took a cold-ass shower because my natural gas got turned off. Oof. I just got my water pressure fixed, man. I had bad water pressure for like a year. I got that shit fixed. Flip Shazam. What's up, brother? Oh, Hambly has it in for you. He's pissed. He's fat. Yeah. He is not a happy camper for whatever reason. You know what probably it is? It's probably for whatever reason he watches my stream. He doesn't watch the other ones. Right? Because I'm one of the only ones still streaming on YouTube. And he probably only watches YouTube. Like, he probably swears by Rumble and shit, but he probably only watches YouTube. You know? Where are you going to come meet up? You talking about the one this week? It's in South Carolina. I don't know the name of the place. It's a convention center. You know? So, I'm glad you covered your baby shoulders. You fucker. How could you? How could you? Yeah, he called me a failed race car driver 6 times in his Cope stream. I was like, God damn, brother. Don't you have a heart? How could you be so mean? Diesel! This dude hates himself. If you get sober and start working out, you can turn it all around. I'm 11 years sober. I should be dead. God, Jesus Christ have saved me. You got to be honest to get sober. Well, I mean, that's one thing he's not. He's not honest with himself, right? And man, I don't want to like generalize. You know, that's not what I'm doing here. But people that have been extremely obese for like 20 years, there is almost no coming back. Like the gluttonous behavior, it's tied to a lot of things. It's not just tied to food. It's tied to like every aspect of your life. And it's not something that a lot of these people have the willpower to overcome. And I'm sure seeing how TheQuartering, seeing how he reacts to any sort of criticism, he's the type of person that would never, absolutely ever put in the kind of work to actually better himself. He'll just yell at other people. And I'll tell you how, Diesel, there's a thing he does where he'll claim he's going to slow down drinking, right? And then he gets like these sill claps from his guest. They get these sill claps. Oh, congratulations, Jeremy. And he's all like, oh, the shucks, thanks. And that's all he wants. He wants that one moment of like, oh, and then he doesn't ever do it, right? He wants affirmation from other people, not himself. The reason you go and you like diet and you lose weight and you try to better yourself in those ways is because you want to do it for you. Jeremy doesn't give a fuck about that. He wants affirmation from other people, right? And to get affirmation from like transforming your body, that takes like years before people start saying, holy shit, dude, good job. Right? And he doesn't want to wait years. He wants it now. He wants the affirmation now. That's why when he stopped drinking, 2 days later, he was drinking again. Right? He wanted the affirmation in that moment that he stopped drinking from all of his co-hosts. And then 2 days later, he was drinking. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, I already got the affirmation. I don't need anything else. I'm good. All right? But when I go to the gym and I diet, I do it for me. It's for me. I give 2 fucks about anything else. It's all for me, you know? So it's too far from Ux. It's too far. I agree. I agree. It's too far. He went too far. It's too much. Tiffany says, Asmongold had a woman in his house today on a stream, a woman who has had a friendship with his chat was worried they were going to lose him. No. Now, to be completely fair, if it was me, okay. If I was Asmongold, yeah, I would stop. And I'm not saying like he sucks. I'm saying like he arguably has like tens of millions of dollars, right? I would just be done. I would retire to the mountains and just buy like a Ferrari and just start going towards another direction and trying to excel in that direction. I'm not saying he should do it. I would. I'd be like, all right, I'm turning the internet off and I'm fucking moving into the mountains and gonna live my life and enjoy everything, you know? Enjoy the spoils of war. Instead of like forcing myself to put up 40 videos a day, like, fuck, brother. You already have millions. Leave. Pull a pootie pie, you know? He did it right. Artie Clown says discipline comes from learning that self-denial builds character. He does not have this. No, of course. Of course not. Right? Of course not. 100%. Right there with you. Right there with you. Thank you, Art. Appreciate you. Shout out to Renee Galarza. Appreciate you. Shout out to Old Medieval. Old Medieval on Kick. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you, guys. All the gifted subs, all the kicks. Love you. I love you. I appreciate you, boys. Delpharian says he's had so many bad habits he needs to be in a place where he isn't surrounded by temptation. Yeah, sure. But again, I don't see a way out. You know, like when you're in it for that long, there's nothing you can do. You're done. Right? I don't think he's going to lose weight. I don't think he's going to ever do any of those things because it's all based in gluttony. You know, it's all based in gluttony. So, and that's not an easy cycle to break when you've been in it for 20 years. Really, really hard. and you deflect. I mean, has there ever been a moment in time in history where he has come out and been like, I fucked up and I need to really do everything I can to be successful, and like I need to better myself. I need to look in the mirror and like, you know, has there ever been a moment where Jeremy did that? I don't think so. Right? Hard Fart says, hey, Dick, get sued. No! He got me! Son of a bitch! Hard Fart, you bastard! Felt it again! That's like the 8th time this show. Fuck. Hard Fart, how could you? God, you're breaking me. You're breaking my heart today. Hard Fart. Flip Shazam with a $25 super chat. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you. Here's for the snake. Now let them baby shoulders. You fucker. Come on. Come on. What's wrong with you? How could you? How could you? All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. Look at that. Thank you, Flip Shazam. I love you. Snake, baby shoulders. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chai T says, come on, Chad. It's my birthday. I'll ask for a Nega Snake since I can't make Seek. Well, happy birthday. It's your birthday. Oh, my God. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Chai T. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Chai T. Appreciate you. Jared's angry at Cody because Jared cannot fit in the race car. Yeah, I agree. Yep. In more ways than one, right? In more ways than one. So, but that's just life. All right, boys. We're 4 away. Look at that. Greg Haas says, would you have Brittany video on the show? Of course. Brittany's cool. She's fun. She's good people. Jace. All right. Thank you, Reagan Knight. Shout out to Reagan Knight. Appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah. I've asked her before, but it's been years, man. It's been years since I asked her. And I haven't really been doing guests in a long time. I kind of enjoy just shooting the shit with my boys and having a good time. So it's always been great. So, all right. Art the Clown says, temptation is a word people say that really means I can't do this because I don't like myself. Yeah. And I don't necessarily disagree with that because when I stopped drinking, like for a couple months out of every year, I won't drink. And I don't really drink very often anyway. But when I do my cut diets, I won't drink for like 3 months. Because when you're on a cut diet, drinking is the worst thing you could ever do. So, but I'll have White Claw. Like last time I stopped drinking, I had like 8 White Claw just sitting in my fridge for months. Just sitting there. You know, and I understand how removing temptation could help certain people. But for me, dude, there was like a bag of Flaming Hot Doritos in my pantry my entire diet. Just sitting there like, you know. Emotional Sports Chat says, you playing Halo with Karis tomorrow night? I will be at the Southeast Game Exchange in South Carolina. So I won't have a PC or anything to do that, unfortunately. Although I'd love doing it. I love playing with Karis. In more ways than one. Yeah. Thank you. Shout out. All right, boys. Clementine. Oh, Clementina. Basie. I don't think he's ever admitted he was wrong, even in the face of the obvious fuck ups, burn bridges, and addict behavior. Well, I mean, Jeremy's one of those guys, and I've said this before about a few people, but Jeremy is one of those guys that would rather die than admit he's wrong. He would rather literally die than admit he's wrong. And admitting when you actually fuck up and you admit you're wrong, it feels like there's a weight lifted, man. You're like, you know, fuck, I did it. You know, I ate my crow. I took the heat, and I did it. And I'm learning from it, right? You learn from it. But some people would literally rather die. Some people would rather lose everything and go bankrupt than to be like, oh, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, dude. You played Halo mods? I have not. No, I have not. It's way more cool to be surrounded by things that tempt you and to be a standalone, like an immovable island. Yeah, exactly. Makes you feel like you're a badass. You know? When's the last time you admitted when you were wrong, Chad? I don't believe it. Oh my God, Diesel. Holy shit. That's pretty funny. All right, boys. Shout out to the boys. I appreciate you guys so much for everything you do for me. We knocked Naked Snake out of the park. Shout out to Rake and Knight, the top dog. Shout out to Medieval Spawn for 20 gifted memberships. Renee Galarza, everybody over on Kick. Insane support. Kick is starting to rival YouTube, which was very unexpected. Because I've only been on Kick for like 2 months or something, and I've been on YouTube for like 7 years. So appreciate that. Shout out to Rake and love you, dude. Appreciate you guys for everything you do for your boy. You guys are the goats. You fucker, Art. How could you? All right, we're going to. Interesting. All right. Facebook is killing YouTube for me. What does that mean? Facebook? I watch Reels on Facebook. That's kind of the only thing I watch short form content on because whatever reason, my algorithm on Facebook's decent. It's like, here's skateboarding videos. I'm like, cool. I don't even really skateboard. I just like the videos, you know? But there's some like YouTube just turns into AI. It like a lot of YouTube algorithm, it'll just keep showing me tweets. It's like a tweet with a song happening. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know? So. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook's pretty good. I need to post more on Facebook. I posted for like 6 months nonstop and got to like 16,000 followers and was making okay, like, you know, a couple $100 a month. And then I just stopped posting on it completely. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I should be doing this. But I'm a bad friend. All right, boys. I'm going to hit the Naked Snake and we're going to raid Anna because she's live, assuming she's still live when we hit the raid button. So do me a big ass favor. Like the show as hard as you can. Give it some love. Appreciate you guys. We're going to do some raid. Or no, some Naked Snake and then raid. All right. Oh, my back. Hell yeah. Here we go, boys. You guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? But oh yeah, I saw that, Joseph. Here we go. It's that time again, boys. We're up to 7, almost double digits again. Here we go. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody supporting your boy today. I love you. You guys are the goats. The goats. Hell yeah. DK Cripple. Thank you guys. Shout out to the boys. One more time. One more beautiful time. One more time.
What a thrill.
Here we go, boys.
With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching, I'll melt into you.
Cha-chi.
What a fear in my
One more time,
heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Cry, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Here we go, Donna, Chati.
Someday we'll go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day here's my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you.
What's up, Kanye?
I'm still in a dream. Snake eaters.
Number 7. Let's go. Fall down. One more time, boys.
In a dream.
Here we go. Oh my God. Hell yeah, boys. Shout out to all the boys. I appreciate you guys getting us there one more again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Keep in mind, we have a 20 gifted members from Kick. Puts us at 87. So I'm doing a membership goal. It's already 87 out of 250. If we hit it before the end of the month, we're going to do a Halo night for the tier 2s and 3s. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll work everything in there for everybody to get involved. Okay. And we're going to play some like Halo 2 or 3 online on stream and have some fun. Just like just a hangout stream to party and kill some stuff. So get on it, doggone it. I love you and I appreciate you. Hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah. Thank you, Andrea, for defending me. If for some reason it happens in Utah, I appreciate you. Thank you guys. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We're going to raid Anna. Let me make sure she's still alive before I do this. Sometimes shit happens. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. All right, we're going to raid Anna. Give Anna some love. I'll see you guys over there. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow for any reason. I might if I'm get bored when I'm driving, but I doubt it. But I'll definitely do some IRL streams at the convention center, like during the afternoons. So get on it, doggone it. Let's have a good ass time. I'll see you guys Anna's stream. Say Cam Raid in the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the boys. Here we go. One more again. One more again.